Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Friday, July 28th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got Friday night action tonight, MLB baseball, Seattle Mariners versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So let's get into the thumb, the photos, and the starting lineup. Let's get into that right away. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. And obviously on the thumb, I had to hit you with the Julio Rodriguez and the Corbin Carroll, baby. This is going to be definitely a very tough series, but I hope that we can end up, we're probably not getting a sweep, but I hope that we end up winning a majority of these games, but it's going to be very, very tough. All right, let's go into the starting lineups, starting off with my Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Starting to heat up. I like it. Batting third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting cleanup and batting fourth for Seattle, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, playing catcher tonight, Cal Raleigh. Big dumper, I see you. Batting sixth, the backup catcher, DHing tonight for Seattle, Tom Murphy. Batting seventh, first baseman, Ty France. Batting eighth, left fielder, Dylan Moore. And batting ninth, second baseman, Jose Caballero. And on the mound for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. 8-5 record, 3.88 ERA. And it just felt like a couple games ago, he was sitting right at 500 or below 500. So he's starting to get hot, and we love seeing that as Mariner fans. Let's go, Logan. And hopefully I can see some emotion like this tonight. Let's go, Gilbert. And let's go into the home Arizona Diamondbacks. Leading off for the Diamondbacks, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. Batting second baseman Ketel Marte. Batting third, center fielder, future superstar, Corbin Carroll. Pacific Northwest, I see you. Batting fourth, first baseman, Christian Walker. Batting fifth, DHing for Arizona, Dominic Canzone. Batting sixth, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Batting seventh, third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. Batting eighth, right fielder, Jake McCarthy. And batting ninth, catching for the Diamondbacks tonight, Jose Herrera. And on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Tommy Henry, 5-3 record with a 4.01 ERA. So this is not going to be easy. I'm not sure if it's going to be a pitching duel. Both guys have pretty good records, but the ERA is close to 4 for each guy. So definitely we want to be able to get going early and often. And the magic number for the Mariners, like it always is going to be 5 runs. So if we can get 5 runs or more, we're going to win 90% of our games. If we go under 5, I feel that we lose 90% of the games. And hopefully we can get somewhere in that 7 to 10 hit range. When we get less than 5 hits and less than 5 runs, I feel we lose, again, 90 to 95% of the games. So I'm hoping that we can get it done tonight. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. We're going into the weekend. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Odin's son sent a 4 before we even got started with the stream. He was watching SmackDown, told me Rey Mysterio got hurt. Looks like maybe a concussion. Also let me know that Twisted Metal, based off the video game series featuring Samoa Joe, is finally on Peacock. and they got like 10 episodes. So I know what I'm going to be watching later tonight. Odin's son, my boy, I appreciate you. Every dollar counts. $4 dono. 96 to go to hit the goal. And I appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $4 holla. And I'll get you some cheap photos, regardless if he's in the room or not. That's what we do. Appreciate you. Sarah's in the building. How are you? Much appreciated for Odin's son, regardless if he's here or not. And that's what makes it such a special experience when people will donate even before you start streaming, knowing that I grind pretty much 7 days a week. And like I said, he might feel bad telling me, man, I wish I could do a little bit more. $4 is $4. I mean, like I said, some people won't even donate $1. So anything, even 99 cents matters. Everything adds up at the end of the night. So Odin, I appreciate you very, very much. $4 holla, 96 to go. 6-4 Braves on the Brewers. Ooh, okay. Carlos Santana getting added on from the Pittsburgh Pirates to the Brew Crew. Interested to see how that plays out. 2-1 Cardinals, a little bit better than yesterday. Lauren's in the building. What's good? How are you? 4-1 Jays, bottom of the 8th. Oh, versus the Halos, versus the Angels. I see you. How are you guys doing? Ohtani with the first pitch. Piss missile to right field. Chapman went ballistic on Schneider. Why did we pitch to him? He's the only guy on the team that can, yeah, true. Besides, Mike Trout, but obviously with Mike Trout in the injury, I totally get it. Let's go. I'm excited for this matchup. Let's get it. I don't really know what to expect, but I hope we bring our A game. This is not going to be easy. And I always love being able to see guys emerge out of the pack. And on top of that, being a Northwest kid. So it's really cool to be able to see Corbin Carroll doing what Corbin Carroll is doing. Let's go, baby. AL wildcard standings, the Rays, after being in first place in Major League Baseball, have hit the wild card with the Orioles taking the lead on them, believe it or not. And then you got the Astros and the Blue Jays there, and then the Red Sox, Yankees, Angels, and Mariners right below them. Let's go, baby. I am ready. And I hope we get good Logan Gilbert today, not, average or below average Logan Gilbert. Let's go. Sarah and Lauren helping out on the Twitter. I can always count on you guys to support me through and through. And let me throw up real quick before we get started, just a couple cheap photos real fast. Let me get that going here just for Odin. Even if he's not here, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure you show that love and appreciation, and that's what I'll always do. So let's throw up a couple real quick for Odin, regardless if he's here or not. Appreciate you, my boy. And then I ended up doing a top 5 defensive tackle list as well. Just trying to put out that content before we get into the reaction videos. Those will be the ones that actually get the better views. I'll start pumping those out. And, at some point or another, those will all hit. Typically some of them will probably hit under 1,000 views just starting off, unless, people are knowing that I'm doing them or I'm back doing them. But once people realize that I'm back doing them, probably starting like maybe week 2 or so, I imagine that most of those should get close to 1,000, 2,000, or more. Obviously, there's still a lot of people that love reaction videos, and I'm going to end up giving them my flavor and my kind of play call, with those highlights when we go into the NFL season. And we got preseason football next Thursday. We're right around the corner. It feels good. I can't believe we're only a couple days away from August, believe it or not. But it feels good. It just knows that we're getting closer and closer to football season. Odin's son, appreciate you. Thank you so much for your $4 dono. You are the man. All right, let's go. And then if he comes in the room, we'll end up getting some more photos for him as well. So we're just about to get started here in just a little bit. And if you guys have any additional news for me, please let me know. Drop it into the chat. Any injuries, NFL, MLB, rumors, or news, feel free to, go wild in the chat. I don't mind. Yeah, I did see that. Bringing back Joe Kelly back to the squad. And a lot of these guys, the stats, don't really shout out, oh my God, these guys are going to change the franchise from going from being good to championship caliber. They're just kind of like role players that they're hoping that they can open up a little Dodger magic, because all the guys that they brought in, including Kike Hernandez, they're really not like amazing players. They're just guys to kind of fill in holes, for injuries, as well as just getting a little bit more depth. But we'll see how it goes. Verlander back to Houston would benefit them. Verlander to Toronto. Go Mariners. 118 degrees in Arizona. It's like in the mid 80s here. Chase Field. Let's go. I'm ready. I am ready. All right, baby. Friday night baseball with your boy. And look at this. Nobody batting 300 for the Mariners. 261, 250, 226, 236. Nah, 239, 228, 276, 245, 186, and 227. That's disgusting. That our highest batting average is Murphy at 276. But again, we are mid, we are average, below average. But hopefully we can get a little bit hot, as we go in. Tommy Henry on the mound, JP Crawford in the box. Let's go, JP. Swings at the first pitch. Let's go. Stand up double. Go, 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 go. Go, JP. Oh, we're off to a good start. This is going to be good for us. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Let's go, baby. JP Crawford. First pitch strike. He swings at it. Normally, I don't like guys swinging at the first pitch to start off the game when it's Julio. But if it's JP, give him the green light. And we already got a stand-up double. A great sign that we might be able to get a run here early. Odin's son in the building. How are you? I appreciate you. With the $4 dono, I threw up a couple cheap photos for you while you were. I didn't know if you were going to be able to drop in or not. I know you're watching SmackDown, but let me throw them up here for you just to show that love and appreciation, brother, even though you might not be able to stay too long. I hit you with a little Mahomes and a little Kelsey. I always make sure I do that, regardless if someone shows up or if they are busy. And you told me that Rey Mysterio got hurt. Unfortunate. Hopefully he's okay. Julio with a broken bat. There we go. Yeah, runners on the corners, first and third, baby. Oh, yeah. Great start for the M's. And then Odin was letting me know about Twisted Metal. I knew it was coming out soon, but I didn't know when. And I can always count on good friends letting me know. And obviously, Samoa Joe is obviously in that as well. I'm definitely going to peep that. I'm going to watch that later tonight or tomorrow. Jay versus Grayson Waller to close out SmackDown. What would you grade SmackDown on a scale of 1 to 10 tonight? Man, runners on the corners. Awesome start. I love it. JP Crawford getting us going with that, stand-up double, swinging out that first pitch strike. Julio says, hey, I got that electricity. I'm hot now. Yes, you are. And now we got third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Let's get some RBIs, baby. Let's go. I love this start that we got going on here. Let's go. It's safely in 8 to 10 games, sliding into second, safe. JP Crawford. Ooh, he could have stole home, but he didn't. 24th stolen base from Julio Rodriguez. Ballin'. You know it, baby. Yeah, you know it, baby. Let's go. Good start for us. You got a busy August? Well, we're getting into football season, so we're just a couple days away. And once August hits, the reality sets in that NFL is just around the corner. College football is right around the corner. And then as we get into those, then we know that NHL will be back shortly, NBA, obviously NASCAR is still going strong. So it's going to get to a point where we're going to be really in our wheelhouse, the best time of the year, August until about February. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Gino. 2-1 count, 276 average, 5 homers in 2023. Let's go, Gino. Takes a pitch in the zone. Should have been called a strike. Ump doesn't give it to him. 3-1 count. Let's go, baby. A 6 or a 7, so not that good. And I appreciate you, Odin, with the $4 donut to get us started. I appreciate you. And hopefully we'll get some goats coming in and we can hit the goal tonight. 3-1 pitch. Gino towards third base is foul. And both pitchers have good records. Logan Gilbert, right? 8-5 record, 3.88 ERA. And then Tommy Henry, 5-3 record with a 4.01 ERA. So the records are good, but they're giving up about 4 runs. Let's just hope that the Diamondbacks, give up 4 runs to the Mariners within the first couple innings. Pitches outside. Wow. Gino, what were you doing there? Struck him at. My goodness. Gino, you got to be better than that, bud. No check swings, nothing like that. Next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. How was everybody's Friday today? Everybody doing good? Hope everyone had a good day, or at least a somewhat good day. But it is a weekend. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For me, I don't really keep track of the days because every day is like a Monday for me. I mean, I'm working 7 days a week. So a lot of people, when they I got Friday, I'm going to go party. Like, I'm just grinding, baby. But it feels good to get the uploads going. And I know that those will pick up. And obviously, once we get into football season, I can do like power rankings, reaction videos for as many games, live streams with the calls. And then we'll end up doing my new show that will debut during the NFL season. And we'll do that Monday through Friday for about an hour, probably around 9 a.m. my time. And then we'll end up doing that. And that'll be called Unbiased, starring your boy, Orion Mikulek. So I'll have to get a new thumb for that as well. So got a lot of things planned. I'm definitely going to keep things busy. And there we go. 3-0 count, walked him. And I appreciate the help there. And I had a really interesting stat that I was going to share with you guys, too. All right, so surprising number of Mariner fans refusing to believe the original message. Entering today, the Mariners' stats with bases loaded this season, right? 38 hits. First, I mean, we've had our hitting struggles, but when we get bases loaded, we're really, really good. 38 hits first, 23 singles first in Major League Baseball, 10 doubles second, triples 3 first, 2 home runs 16th, which is like in the middle, right? Average 349 third, OBP third with 381, slugging 10th at 550, and then 386 with the OBA 7th. So the Mariners, going in, have the second most runs with bases loaded this season, which seems crazy because it seems like we're always leaving guys stranded. But when we have bases loaded, we're money. When we have one guy on or 2 guys on, first and second, first and third, not so good. But bases loaded, we're money. And we got bases loaded now. Cal? Yeah! Yeah! See, you talk about the stat and then they produce. Let's go. A little ESP for you, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. The sports gods, they love to listen. They're like, O-Dog knows. He knows the stats, baby. Nice hit by Cal Raleigh. Let's bring in some runs, baby. 2-0 Mariners. Yeah. Let's go. Sarah with a 5er. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see for a photo. And I got you. $9 hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Ooh, you going to Syracuse for Pantera, Lamb of God. Ooh, Ginger. Amon, a moth, and Ghost. Wow. And you're taking your daughter. Sweet. First metal show. Couldn't be a better choice. Murphy. All the way to the gap, to the wall. Go, 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 go. Hey, when you talk about, wanting runs early, right, and getting them early and often, and you talk about it a few minutes before the game starts, and then boom, you're already at 4-0. You're off to a very, very good start. New world order. 4 live brother. Oh yeah. Who is it? It is my girl, Teeny Panini. She's got 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. She's always grinding, always hustling. Fly, Eagles, fly. I love you. I appreciate you. $40 holla in the building. whenever she can come through, even if it's going to be once in a while because she's working so often, she does something beautiful like this. Thank you so much. $40 dono. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $40 holla. Let me know what you want to see for photos, and I'll get your best Eagle players. You want some B-Doc? You want some Brian Dawkins Weapon X? I got you. I love you, and I appreciate you. Let's go. What a good start, huh? 4-0 lead. That equals what? 4-0, 40 on the screen. Boom, and we get a $40 dono. Coincidence? I think not. I appreciate you, Zini. How have you been? How have you been, Zini? Panini, love you. Appreciate you. We miss you. Jalen, I got you. I'll get you that. And then what would you like, Sarah? You wanted, did you want, I would assume you want Richardson, right? Yes. I'll get you some Richardson as well. Thank you, ladies, so much, as well as Odin's son to get it started. Okay, I got you guys. 4-0 Mariners. Sometimes you just got to talk it into existence. The magic number for the Mariners is 5. But again, I don't know what it is about the sports gods, but for whatever reason, they love to be able to hear what I got to say. And then a lot of times they deliver. I love it. Just like you guys deliver for me. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Especially when we've had some nights that we've been much lower than the goal. It's always nice to be able to, feel like we're going to get there tonight. So I appreciate you guys very much. Let's go. Top of the first, 4-0 already. Woo! Next up, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. And I've been making a lot of upgrades, obviously to the channel with the thumbnails and the overall look. And again, I finally got to a point, 11 years in, that I'm finally satisfied with what it looks like with the thumbs and obviously the presentation. It took a while to be able to get my creativity to get there and also understand how to fucking do it. A lot of times it's not easy, being a streamer. It really isn't. There's a lot of hard work that goes involved, but it feels good. And this isn't going to be it. We're going to definitely keep improving. Pitch right in the zone. Should have been a strike 3 call. Fans are starting to boo. 3-2 count. Oh, I'm so excited. Those are some of the best jerseys in football. I mean, the Seahawks released their combo with the helmet, which is beautiful. And I think right there, the Eagles are right there with the Seahawks with that jersey combo with the Kelly Greens, baby. You know it. How are you overall, Zini? Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 outs. And obviously we hit, Odin with the little Mahomes action and Kelsey to get it started off. And we'll throw up the little Chief logo there. We got to make sure we're doing it right. I appreciate you. And then we'll get Richardson up here in just a second. And then we'll get some Jalen Hurts. And I'll throw a little B-Doc in there for you, too. I know how much you love him, and you know how much I love safeties, too. I'm a linebacker safety guy, and I'm always going to be a defensive guy through and through. And I definitely have a lot of appreciation for those guys, like the B-Docs and the Ronnie Lotts and the Troy Palomalus and the Ed Reeds. I mean, those guys are special, and I'm never going to forget them. All right, we got Dylan Moore in the box. Let's go, Dylan. Pitch is low. And how much time, Zini, do you have? Do you have to bounce pretty soon? I know that you've probably been working all day and you're busy. How much time do you have? I know some of the people in the room are going to be here pretty much for the whole stream. Are you going to be in here for a little bit? I just want to make sure that I get your photos and I show my gratitude before you got to go, if you got to go relatively soon. Sauer in the building. What's good? I read off a stat and they decided to deliver. So again, entering today, the Mariners have the second most runs with bases loaded in the season out of all of MLB teams. And first in hits, first in singles, second in doubles, first in triples. And then I read off the stat, and then boom, Cal Raleigh, boom. And then after that, we keep it moving. That's what we do, right? We keep it moving. Then Tom Murphy's like, let me clean it up. And then boom, we're sitting at 4-0. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Much better start than what we've seen recently, right? The magic number for us is 5 runs. Always going to be 5 runs or more. We can win, right? And we want 7 to 10 hits. But if we get under 5 hits and under 5 runs, we lose. Popped up and he's out. Let's go to the bottom of the first and let's get some photos, baby. All right. Hopefully Logan Gilbert will wheel and deal. All right, let me throw this up here while we just wait. And let me get some photos for y'all. Appreciate you guys. Love you very much. All right, let's go with the Richardson first. Trying to get some camp photos for you if I can, so we can kind of make it relevant. Some of them aren't formatting, unfortunately, but I'm trying to see what I can find for you. Maybe this one will work. I got 2 here, and I've tried to format 3, and it said pretty much no way, dog, not happening. But I'm gonna keep going. 5. There's 5 that don't want to format. That's fun. But I've got to keep going, and eventually, hopefully, something will go through here. I mean, it can't ice me out for all of these. At least you wouldn't think. And also, it's got to be the right size, too. Okay. All right. I got 2 out of 7. So not ideal for me. I'd definitely like to be able to format more. But again, it's not necessarily up to me. It's usually just the system itself. But here, we'll start it off here. And we get your guy, your franchise QB for the time being. And I'll get you another one here. I appreciate you. All right, Logan, let's go, baby. First pitch in the zone for a strike. I'm just going to throw up some photos here while we're going because you want to make sure you're taking care of the people that are taking care of you. And I appreciate you very, very much. I kept telling Eagle fans that he was the truth, that he was the guy. He was Dak 2.0. Now Dak is Jalen 2.0. He surpassed him. So now you got a guy who's a top 5 quarterback, and it's nice to be able to see the progression. Now you just need the defense to be able to help him at. Appreciate you, and I'll get you a few more once we go through. Love you, and I appreciate you. All right, leading off for the Diamondbacks, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. All right, Diamondbacks, I see you. And on the mound, we have Logan Gilbert. Let's go, Logan. Your boy's working. Really? Well, you got to think the NFC blows for quarterbacks. Let's be honest. Like you've seen, Rodgers is no longer there. Tom Brady's not playing. You got Carr to come into the Saints, so that helps the cause. But if you actually look at the teams, it's like who's going to be good? Eagles, Niners, Seahawks, Saints, and then we'll see what happens with Minnesota, Detroit, and Green Bay. But there's not going to be a whole lot of depth. And as far as quarterbacks are concerned, Jalen is by far the best one, in my opinion, out of all the QBs. I think Carr will actually have a resurgence year, and he'll be pretty good. But they're going to have the well-rounded offense and defense. But you've got all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks up there in the AFC with Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Burrow, even though he just got hurt. You got Lamar Jackson up there. So again, if you're going to win, the big one, you're going to have to make sure that you got that well-rounded team, and then the defense does their job. We already know Jalen's going to do his job on the O. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah, Corbin Carroll, Pacific Northwest kid, he's awesome. He is awesome. Like I said, he's the superstar for that team. It's like when Paul Goldschmidt was there, you knew it was special. Corbin Carroll is like Julio was for us last year. He is their Julio. He's awesome. Marte, wild pitch. Uh-oh. Next up for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Ketel Marte. Let's go, Ems. Let's go, Walter. Go Logan. 2-1 pitch. Crushed. Right past the first baseman, Ty France. Nice single for Marte. He's aboard. He's happy. Hands in the air. Next up, my favorite player on the Diamondbacks, Pacific Northwest, born and raised, center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Come to the Mariners, baby. And they interviewed him during the All-Star break, and they said that he would go to about 5 to 10 games a year to the Mariners growing up as a kid with family. So definitely has Northwest ties and Mariner ties. Bottom of the first, 4-0 Mariners. It's always a good thing when you have a guy that maybe isn't our best pitcher and he gets this kind of run support on a Friday night. And again, remember, he was 5-5, 4-5 just a couple weeks ago, and then has gotten hot, complete game, getting a little bit more confidence, smiling, not being frowny face and fucking pissed off all the time. So it shows. The body language shows. The run support has been there, and he's turned his year around. That's facts. John in the building. What's good? 1-1 count to Corbin Carroll. Let's go, baby. Pitch is inside. 2-1 count. But I definitely got to check out Twisted Metal, the series that's on Peacock, since Odin's son mentioned that. No problem. I love you and I appreciate you, my guy. And I've been watching, what else have I been watching? I've been watching Shark Week on Discovery, which has been very, very good, which is almost over, unfortunately. And The Last Kingdom, I've been watching that as well on Netflix, which is kind of like a Game of Thrones-ish type of show. Bottom of the first, 4-0 Mariners. Best start that we've had in a minute. Pitches outside, 3-2 count. Yeah, I did the game here last night. All my Mariner buddies are like, let's go. I mean, I had a feeling, like I said, if we get bases loaded, that's why I bring up that stat and these like deep dive stats. It's like we suck at hitting, but for whatever reason, when it's bases loaded, we're second best in Major League Baseball, and we might be first now after what happened there with Cal Raleigh and then Tom Murphy cleaning it up. You just never know. But it all starts with JP or whoever's leading off. Get him. Got him. Wow. What a defensive play. Wow, what a hustle play there. They're going to challenge. We'll see if we end up getting it or not. What a play. We got him. We got him. Oh, baby. Touchdown, Mariners. Let's go. Good shit right there. 2 away. Good hustle, too. The pitcher's got to get to first, off that flip. So awesome play. That, a lot of times, in previously, we wouldn't get those type of calls. Uh-oh. Center field all the way to Julio. There we go. Routine play. Bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3. No problem, baby. No problem. 4-0 Mariners at the end of the first inning. What a great start. Let's go. Let me get some more photos for Zini. I'm not sure if Zini, are you still in the building? I'm going to still give her some more photos, regardless if she's in the building or not. We're going to take care of her. So one sec here. Nice $40 dono from Zini Panini. Let's get a couple more. And she's always repping the NWSF. Grinder, always working, always grinding, and always showing a lot of love, too. Typically comes in with like a 20, 40, 50, something big on the dono side, which is very generous. Means a lot. Ooh, I even found a Jalen Bama one from back in the day. Ooh, let's go throw that one up. And then we got to get our guy. We got to get Brian Dawkins, B-Doc, Weapon X, which is, a lot of Eagle fans have a lot of respect for B-Doc, but especially for me, being a defensive guy. I mean, we're talking about legend. Wait for it. Derry. And he is, a one of one. I mean, you can't duplicate B Doc whatsoever. I mean, his intensity was bar none like Ray Lewis at the safety position. I mean, I don't know if I've seen anyone else that got so hyped up to play and was actually used that hype to produce. A lot of these guys talk a lot of shit, but they don't produce. But B Doc always producing. Appreciate you, Zini Panini, my girl. You get at least one more up here before we get going. Appreciate you, Zini. B Doc all day, every day. Weapon X. I mean, look at that. I mean, you wouldn't want that on your team? Hell yeah, you would want that. What an emotional leader. Love me some B Doc. You are here indeed. And I'll get you a few more. I appreciate you. Let's go. Megan's in the building. I hope that you're feeling a little bit better. No problem. Glad that you're here stopping by, and I really appreciate your support almost on the daily basis. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. What would you like to see? Do you want some Pete? Do you want some Steve? I saw that you got Witherspoon signed, the last first rounder, to get the deal done with the guaranteed money. Good. So you don't have to worry about that lingering going into preseason. You got the deal done. I do think that he is going to be a good player. And also, I think Gonzalez from the Ducks for the Patriots is going to be very, very good. And it's going to be interesting to see who ends up being better out of those two. And both of those guys might end up being the next Sauce Gardner, Tariq Woolen from last year with those two corners. So excited to see where that is. Pacific Northwest, baby. Out of Washington, baby. That's where Corbin Carroll's from. If you watch the All-Star game, Sauer, they actually had a big special where they were talking with him and, talking with like the Seattle people as well. Yeah, he's a Pacific Northwest born and bred. 54 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Megan is a superstar. We just got to make sure that, we keep you as healthy as possible. Getting older sucks. I know, and I appreciate that. Some people will show love, some people won't, but I can always guarantee when someone like you comes in, we have a good relationship, a good bond, and I'm always going to be able to be there for you no matter what. And it's also nice, that I was able to kind of mentor you and kind of put you underneath my wing with fantasy. I remember like yesterday when you were like, I don't know, I know Eagles, but I'm not really, I mean, I know some of like the big name players from your videos, but I'm like more Eagles. And then after watching our videos and me like mentoring you a little bit, then you kind of took off on your own and now you're a fantasy guru. So, who says that females can't play fantasy, And not only that, win in fantasy. There's one thing about playing fantasy as a guy or a girl, but then like the stereotype that maybe the girls can't win the league. Bullshit. Girls can win the league if they know what they're doing. But it obviously takes a lot of reading. It takes a lot of time, energy, to be able to get to, that level where some of the guys have been playing for like 10 or 15 years. And, but everyone is different, in fantasy football. But, you're definitely one of those that's on the upper echelon, and not just as a female, just as a person in general. You got it. You got the it factor. 4-0 Mariners, top of the second. And also, I remember in that draft, I mean, hell, DK Metcalf, Jay Jetta, it's like getting these rookies on top of all the other players you had. Little grounder to first, 2 away. Come on, JP. Next up, 1-for-1 with a run, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. You've been electric as of late, and we love you. Let's go. I got you. I got you. No surgery? That's good. That's good. It's hard, fantasy, like I said, even with someone like me that is like an insane person, like, the average person makes like 50 moves in fantasy football. I make like 150 to 250, But even with that being said, sometimes there's a little bit of luck involved, and also it depends on matchups in the playoffs. So it's like if you have Seahawks players and then you're playing Niners D and you need big points, sometimes you lose if you don't have anybody on the bench to replace those guys, even if you're confident that those guys are going to score. If you have a hard matchup with defense with your guys, sometimes that's the reason why people lose in their league. I mean, I've been there. But normally I can end up dominating a league, and being in first or second or third all year round. But that doesn't mean that you're going to win it at the end. 3-1 count to Julio. But again, that's why this is a good spot, for fantasy football players, because, I mean, who else honestly knows more about all the players on all the teams, even the bench guys, right, than me? Julio? Julio? Back, 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 back. Oh, I thought that was gone all the way to the wall. Because, like I said, you have to be an expert, not just on your players and your team. You have to know not just the superstars on other teams, but you have to be able to find those guys that are mid-level guys, the guys that, maybe not everyone knows who the third option wide receiver on the Jets is, or something of that nature. And you got to be able to figure that shit out. So, all right, let me get some photos up here. I thought that was gone too. That was close. Now we're going into the bottom of the second inning. And let's get a couple photos here linked up. I'm searching here. Trying to find at least one more really good one for Zini. There we go. One that I've never seen before. I'm always trying to look for something like that. Ooh, there we go. This is a cool one. So we hit her with the B-Dog. Love that one. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Got to get it with the helmet. And then I got to hit Megan with a little Seahawk love. Little Steve. A little Pete. And I'll even dip in a hack for you. Appreciate you. Release the Kraken, baby. Appreciate you. Those are guys. There we go. They don't make them like him anymore. Damn right. You don't see a lot of those Ronnie Lotts or John Lynch's or Ed Reeds or Troy Polamalu's or B-Docs. They don't make it like this anymore. You're damn right. Special. Canzone in the box. 3-1 count. Mariners up 4-0 in the bottom of the second. Dominic Canzone, like a calzone, which actually kind of sounds good right now. And he must have thought it sounded good too, because he just got a single there past Ty France. Nice single for Mr. Calzone. I see you. Dominic Canzone, DHing tonight. Next up for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Let's go. What a great start for the M's. And it's also, I always get excited too, because we always have like our regulars. But anytime we get someone like Zini, who, I know in football season will be a little bit more present, but just to be able to come in and show support, even if she doesn't give a shit about baseball, but just trying to support me, my dreams, Paisley, and I always try to keep up, with a lot of the fan base. And obviously, we have a lot of the amazing females that are a part of the channel. So I always try to keep up with Zini. Obviously, Sarah's the lead mod. Megan's always in here. I still keep in touch with Holly like Sarah does as well. So it's just nice to be able to have that core, because you don't want it just to be all guys or, you want to have a good mix, a good blend of young and old. And like I said, with men and women as well. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Big swing and a miss. Nice job, Logan. Walter with the second K. Okay, baby. Mariner Moose. The Moose is loose. Let's go. Good job, Logan. Next up, third baseman Emmanuel Rivera. Get him. Double. I couldn't get the double. Good flip to second, though, for the force out. Sometimes you got to get that double play linked at the right time, but, the runners are coming at you so aggressively that you got to be able to understand, don't force it, and try to get the two when it might end up being an error or like a wild throw after second to first. So next up, right fielder Jake McCarthy. Can't believe it was 114 degrees in Arizona. And I'm all bitching here. It's like 85 in Oregon. Oh, McCarthy with a nice bloop single. Runners at first and second. Come on, Logan. We need to stop this run. Next up, catcher Jose Herrera. And I'll get you a few more Eagle photos too, Zini. Who else do you want to see, Zini? You got anybody else past or present? You want like some Randall Cunningham? You want Fletcher Cox? You want one of your rookies? You got anybody that you want me to throw up? I'll do that during the commercial break. Takes a fastball right there in the zone. 0-1 count. Bottom of the second. 4-0 Mariners. Popped up. Get that. Easy play, Gino. Oh, good thing they had good communication out there with Dylan Moore. Dialing. Logan Gilbert always looks angry, even when he does good. Yeah, like, just got this weird demeanor about him. 54 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. I'm going to pull up we'll get another player or two up. I'll look to see if I can find anything else here for you. I imagine I'll be able to at least find something interesting here. Or maybe a couple more B-Docs that I've never seen before. A little Weapon X action. Oh, here's another one. Baby. End of the second inning, 4-0 Mariners. What a good start for us. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1 with a K, Eugenio Suarez. Batting second, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And batting third, big dumper, catcher, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. And obviously, when we had bases loaded, he was the one that was electric and got it started. And then after him, it was Tom Murphy being electric, knocking in a couple runs each, and boom, 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 4-0, baby. Sidney Brown. You want me to put up some Sidney Brown? See what I can find of him. It's always exciting with like draft picks or players within the first couple years, finding someone that can actually pan out and do something special. One hopper. Easy routine play for Marte. Eugenio is out, one away. See if I can find some like college or maybe some high school stuff of him. Taking a look. Some of them aren't formatting, but I'm still not discouraged. I'll find something. Sidney Brown got the muscles, though. I'll tell you. I just found one right here. Golly, Sidney Brown be working out. He'd be making my arms look a little small today. My goodness, Sidney. The Oscar. We're in the top of the look at Sidney Brown. I need to get on the Sidney Brown arm workout. Whoa, golly, Sidney. He'd be pumping the weights, looking good. Sidney Brown be fit. Top of the third, 4-0 Mariners. Teoscar fouls it off. I love it. I love it. And you have a lot of appreciation for those type of players as well. Like I said, it's just always refreshing to me to be able to find females that, love football, just as much as the guys, sometimes even more. Pitch is high, 2-1 count. Bad call. Who's been the standout in camp so far? Yeah, and that's why we connect so well. Because, like I said, most guys and girls are offense, and there's a few of us that are defense first, and that always is special, or someone like Holly that loves special teams, and that's unique and it makes people so different too. To have appreciation for the positions that don't get the love. Popped up, 2 away. Come on, Teoscar. But, I would say, 90 to 95% of fans that are out there are typically offense first. They're going to go to the store or go to NFL shop and they're going to buy the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end jerseys first. And like for me, I'm looking at linebacker, safety, D tackle, DN, and hell, maybe even an O line if they have it before I get into offense. It's not like I hate offense. I mean, I love offense, but I just feel that those guys already get plenty of love by the media and the fans. And it's like it's cooler when you go to a bar and you see someone rocking like, an old school jersey, or like if I'm wearing my Derek Brooks instead of wearing like a fucking Tom Brady, or you know what I mean? Like anyone can wear a Tom Brady or something of that nature, right? But to see someone with like a Sap or a Derek Brooks, the shit pops, it stands out. A John Lynch or something of that nature, or when I wear my Devin White or Levante David. It's like anyone can wear, the offensive guys, but what about the defensive guys? They got to be able to get supported too. 0-2 pitch. And usually when I end up seeing someone that has a cool jersey, I'll talk to them. If I'm at the grocery store, I'll be like, hey, nice jersey. I don't even have to be a fan of that team. But if I see someone with like a throwback Ray Lewis stitched, I'm going to say something. I'll be like, dude, fire jersey, They already know it's a fire jersey, but, sometimes a nice little compliment like that will go a long ways, especially when it's a genuine compliment. 0-2 pitch to Cal. Pop foul. Yes, we love the defensive guys. Nothing on the Cash App besides Odin's. Let's go, Cal. Yeah, big play Slay. I would put up some Slay for you too. Top of the third, 4-0 Marinez. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. And I'm really excited that we got the Hall of Fame game next Thursday. I think that this offseason has been the slowest for news and signings. Like it's just been kind of dead, and obviously I would love to be able to cover more on the NFL side, but we actually have to have something that's worth covering. Not rumors or some story, that doesn't, they're just trying to reach. Devontae Adams isn't happy. He wants to leave the Raiders and play with Aaron Rodgers. That might be true, where he might be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers would be cool, but he's there. They're just reaching for storylines that aren't true because they have nothing to talk about. Pitch number 8 to Cal. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Damn it. Put him away with the slider. All right, let's go to the bottom of the third. We're still up 4-0. All right, let's get some more photos up for Zini here for her contributions. A little bit of the big play Slay. Hey. Oh, I got 3 real good ones for you. I got to work quickly here. Commercials don't last at all in fucking baseball. It's like you think you got a little bit more time. I mean, you got to be very quick, on the internets and clicking buttons. You got to be able to move quickly. So we got that one. He said, "I'm number one." He said, "Shh, haters." And then I got another one. I appreciate you. Can't wait for those Kelly Greens, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you very, very much. See if I can get an Eagle logo. Hold up here. We got to make it look right. I had one saved earlier, but let's see. Eagles logo. Then I got to get a transparent one. There we go. All right. Now it'll look more official. Here, hold up. Add this. Hopefully this will format. Boom. 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 And you get the little Eagles. Boom. I need a bigger Eagle logo than that one. That one is way too small. What are they trying to do to me here? I need bigger, a bigger logo. Here we go. Maybe this big eagle head. There we go. They got to replace that. All right, here we go. There we go. Yeah, baby. Appreciate you. We'll get a few more. Got to get one that actually has the Philadelphia Eagles there. See if it's a little bit bigger. Appreciate you, Zini. Yeah. Who do you have in mind? Who do you have jerseys of so far? Like in general? Brandon Graham is a stud. Kelsey's a Hall of Famer. So I mean, if you get a Kelsey jersey, that's going to be like eternal. Like as you get older and you like look back, after he's done playing, to have a Jason Kelsey would be super dope. Got him. Nice K there by Logan Gilbert. Nice job, Logan. Another K for Logan Gilbert. Aaron Moose is out, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 Ks for Logan, 3 Ks for Henry. Just the difference is we got those runs. And like I said, it all starts off at the top of the lineup. When JP and Julio can get hits early, things are good for us. We just can't leave them stranded, especially when we end up having bases loaded. I don't know what the stat line is now, but we were number 2 with bases loaded, even though we're terrible at hitting. But for whatever reason, when we get bases loaded, we're very, very good. We might be the number 1 team in Major League Baseball now with bases loaded. I'll find out later tonight. Pitches outside, 2-1 count. You got Slay and Dawkins, old school Deshaun Jackson and Tio. Yeah, if I was you, I would probably be going Kelsey. That's where I would go. Because that's something that you'll love forever. And he's a big part, and he's a great personality. Travis's brother, you know what I mean? So it's like, you got the Kelsey name. You can't go wrong with that. That's always going to be a jersey that will be complimented, and no one can hate on it. So that's where I would go if it was me. I mean, anyone can go and get like AJ Brown and all these, you can always get a Jalen Hurts, here and there down the road, but definitely getting the defensive guys or an O lineman. And like, how often is there an O lineman that's actually even worth getting, unless you're a team that actually produces good offensive linemen, But I think that these choices would be definitely excellent. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Marinez. Ketel Mate in the box. Chopper. Get it, Jose. Get up. Ah, damn it. Marte with another hit. Ketel. 1 out, base hit for the Diamondbacks. Next up, Northwest, Seattle's very own center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Let's go, Gilbert. Are you still working 2 jobs, Zini? Exactly. And that's more of a reason to grab a guy like that. Anybody can grab like free agents, and you can, get a guy's jersey that way, but it doesn't mean as much. When you get a guy typically that you draft or that maybe came over from a trade years ago in a majority of the career, or someone that has been, obviously drafted and stayed there. Nice throw to first from Julio, 2 away. But that's where I would go. I'd go Jason Kelsey. Venom in the building. What's good? No worries. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Marinez. I'll throw up a couple Kelsey photos for you while we go into the commercial break here in a second. I mean, to get his jersey alone after his Super Bowl speech, it's unbelievable. I've seen a lot of, kind of celebrations from teams, and the only one that I've watched from beginning to end that wasn't Buccaneers was the Eagles championship, because I knew how much that meant to the city of Philadelphia. It was my first year doing YouTube, and I told everybody on the channel in my first year, coming in, that I thought that the Eagles were going to win, and they were going to win big. And everyone made fun of me. Everyone was talking shit. I said they're going to win by 9 or 10 or more. I had a feeling it would be like around 9 or 10 points. And they're like, they're going against the Patriots. You're a fucking idiot. They have Nick Foles. I was like, all right, man, we'll see. And then, when it was all said and done, I was right. And then Eagle fans have been riding with me ever since. So, yeah, you were there. Quite a few Eagle fans were there. Pitches outside. 2-1 count. Maybe it was just the fact that I picked the Eagles and I said big, not like Eagles by 3, which would have been maybe a little bit more like shocking, but like, okay, well, at least he's not being bold. But sometimes if you really believe in something, you got to say it. And if I believe it, sometimes it happens. And, that was one of the first big predictions, on the channel that came true. And people are like, whoa, this guy's a fucking time traveler, or he knows. So fucking Philly special. I mean, I didn't predict the Philly special, and I knew that they would have to play a clean game, an absolute clean game, to be able to be close at the end to win, and they did. And then obviously you got a little Philly action there, and it made it special. But again, it was very bold at that time to pick the Eagles and let alone big against Tom Brady with a Nick Foles at quarterback. Force out at second base. There we go. Leave them stranded, baby. Very true. Very true. That's the main difference I feel with me compared to every other channel is that, I'm not a hater, I'm not biased, and I just call it how I see it. And, that's very difficult nowadays for a lot of, sports fans. They have their favorite teams, favorite players, but they still can't imagine what it's like to be a fan of another team. And I think that's why I'm so good with people and with like predictions, because I feel like I can connect with every fan base. And I imagine in my head what it would be like to be an Eagle fan, what it would be like to be the owner or the GM, or how that franchise works, how they tick. And, if you're able to do that, like a psychologist or a therapist, then you have a better understanding of people as well as fan bases. And I feel that I have a better understanding of people, fan bases in the league as a whole compared to anybody else on YouTube. So that's really why I feel that, it's about the hard work and the grind and the reading and the film study, but you have to understand what it's like to be someone else. And if you can't, then it's just like, when you're in a relationship or if you have friends and you have a talk, some people, no matter what they say, only think they're like this, tunnel vision. They think whatever they think, and that's it. I'm right, you're wrong, fuck you, and they have the tunnel vision. But, we already know how that's going to go, that you're not going to be able to, have good understanding with people if you only think that you're right and you can't see it from someone else's perspective, especially if the other person's perspective actually has some backing to it. So I always try to be able to, have that good backing and, and just keep an open mind no matter what, even if it's not my team, and that's really what gets you a good connection, with not only the fans, but for the hardcore fans of the channel. Kelsey would look good. All the jerseys on Kelsey look good. The black, the white, the green, and then you'll have the Kelly green. Woo. And I know the guys that I have that have been there for like their whole career, like a Derek Brooks, those ones are more special to me than Warren Sapp. When Sapp went to the Raiders, and I know it's a business, but anyone that stays, for the full career, I was hurt when Lynch left to the Broncos and Sapp went to the Raiders, but I didn't hate them. I was like, it's a business. I kept rooting for them to do well, but it's always different when guys stay on your team. And that's why Derek Brooks and Mike Allstott are always at the top for me. We've got Tom Murphy now in the top of the fourth. Let's go, Tom. It's crazy, like how much time has passed. When I first came in, like around that time, around 2017, and now we're only at 2023. So yeah, yeah, more ladies, and we just got to get over the hump, and get over the 20,000 mark. And once we get over, then we should start to be able to kind of roll a little bit. You know, Murphy line drive, damn it, one away. So if I got to do reaction videos and certain things to get over that hump, I know we'll be able to get there. I mean, if I was able to get a fair push doing my live streams, then I guess I wouldn't even have to dabble, into reaction videos. But now, since me and the girlfriend broke up, and me and Paisley are with fam now, and I have more time. There's no restrictions for me recording. It's no longer 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. Now it's like pretty much I can record at any time, even early in the morning. So I've been trying to pump out top 5 videos, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, DNT, tackle so far. And obviously I know the views are going to be a little light because I haven't done any uploads in like a year plus. But once I start doing reaction videos, I'm going to start pumping those out, and it's going to be a good growth spurt for us. Like that'll be the fastest way for us to get subs. And then once we get those people that see that and enjoy that, we'll get a few of them to join in the live streams and then realize, whoa, the live streams are fun too. So hell yeah, Zini. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Mariners. From Tennessee, huh? What part of Tennessee, Venom? I mean, like I said, I'm always going to be a very heartfelt person. I'm always going to show my emotions. I'm always going to keep it 100. I'm always going to keep it real. Even if it might, you know, unintentionally hurt someone's feelings, because, like I said, a lot of times when people hear criticism of their players and their teams, they take it personal. But I'm always going to keep it truthful rather than sugarcoat it and lie to people and tell them what they want to hear. I got to tell them what needs to be heard, what needs to be said. So that way you can actually have an honest opinion and an honest conversation, you know? Because, I mean, if you just get a bunch of your own fan base, talking about certain things, of course it's going to be a biased conversation because everyone loves the Eagles and, you're going to be talking that route. But if you have someone that, as an outsider, going to give you an honest opinion with no hate involved, then you can kind of have a different perspective, moving forward. More all the way to the warning track, 2 away. Yes. And I hope your life, like I said, we both have had, some ups and some downs. We try to be there for each other, with the messages here and there. And, sometimes life sucks. Sometimes shit gets kind of, complicated, with people, relationships, friends, other shit, that goes on. And yeah, I'll always be here for you. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Marinez pitches outside. 1-0 count. Sarah with $1. $1 holla. Every dollar counts. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $1 holla. Yeah, and I always make sure I take care of the people with like a lot of y'all that are in the room. I mean, a lot of you guys, have gotten special gifts from me because I genuinely do care. I want to make sure that you guys feel special. A lot of times, females or males, when you go into certain YouTube streams, you feel like the only way you're going to get fucking noticed out of all those, people is if you donate. And even when you donate, you might get your message read, but you don't really feel like a connection. You're a part of the stream. You're a part of something special, but it's kind of like you want to be able to feel noticed even when you don't donate. You want to be able to know that you're not fan ABC 123. You're actually, someone that matters. So, and I always try to make every person feel special, especially if you're going to make me feel special. I'm going to make sure that you get rewarded as well. That's the difference here. 55 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. And adulting is hard, right? Definitely. Megan with a $5. Appreciate you. No problem. I got you. What would you like to see as on your way out? You got anything that you want to see real quick? Let me know. And I got you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Are you out for the rest of the night? Let me know what you want for a quick photo or two before you go, and I got you if you got time. 60 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Yeah. And plus, like I said, that's probably one of the coolest, unique items that I've ever done for a fan. And, just the fact that you're in Australia, you were able to make it here in the Pacific Northwest in California as well as Washington. I wanted to do something special for you, and you're worth it. We appreciate you here. 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Got him. All right, let me get you some hacks before you're on your way out. Yeah. Also, it was just kind of good timing too. That the guy Collegiate Art Designs. They had pictures of me on the website when I was like front row at the Duck game, and he was like promoting me on like his website and whatnot, and I didn't even know. And then he actually just hopped in on one of the Duck games that I was doing the live stream, and he's like, "Bro," I was like, "Dude, I got you on my website." And I'm like, "You do?" And I'm like, and then it was like me in the front row with the gloves and the chain, and we kind of built a little bit of a friendship there. And then he made a custom NWSF chain for me, and we've been boys ever since. So, and his shit is officially licensed through the NCAA. So he's not just some like guy in the garage, making like bootleg chains and trying to sell them on the internet. Like, he is the real deal Holyfield. His stuff is sold not only in Eugene, but every Duck store here in Oregon. So, he is official, works very, very hard. And like I said, I'm glad to have a little partnership with him. Well, I appreciate you, Megan. I hope you have a good rest of your night if I don't see you for the rest of the night. And like I said, I appreciate everything that you do and bring to the channel. I hope you get better. Hope you feel better. And I'll be back here tomorrow grinding it out. Obviously, I was going to say same day, different place, but same place, different time, but I'll be here. Kraken. Yeah, they're fun. Like I said, I did my very first Kraken game with Colorado Avalanche and the Kraken in Game 7, and then at that point, I was like, okay, I'm hooked. And I didn't want to hop on any other bandwagon prior, just because I didn't have a connection. I mean, I could have been like a Pittsburgh Penguins or like a Caps fan for Ovechkin or Sidney Crosby, or I could have hopped on the Wayne Gretzky bandwagon or the Mario Lemieux, or the Patrick Waugh back when the Avalanche were great. But it was kind of meant to be. And most of my teams are in the Pacific Northwest besides the Buccaneers, so it made sense. So yeah, they're awesome. I'll be doing streams, and like I said, the new layout now. So we have the scoreboard up above, ticker on the bottom, and then I'm going to have baseball cards, football cards, hockey cards, basketball cards, vintage ones on the side, like you can see. And obviously, I already have my NFL set up already. I got some 1970s football cards, so I'm always going to be looking for 50s, 60s, 70s, and then maybe 80s or 90s. But I want to make them old, because cards and memorabilia are a big part of my life. But if you have newer cards, it doesn't look cool, and having that older look, like I said, it just brings out like my personality a little bit more. So yeah, and like I said, I think this is the first time, and I still have a scoreboard that I purchased, but it's layers, so I'd have to be able to do it on a different platform. I was on OBS before, but it wasn't working properly, and that's the whole reason I went over to do this different platform, so that way that we could do the photos, the ticker. But then I wanted to add the scoreboard, add another look, make my screen smaller, and to give everyone that beautiful presentation. And on top of that, working on my thumbnail game, and I got that figured out too. I didn't think it would take me 7 years to figure it all out. But again, sometimes everything happens for a reason. So yes, the hack. But I'll be doing definitely some cracking games during the regular season. We're going to be doing everything, NFL, college football. We're going to be doing wrestling, AEW, WWE, MLB, NASCAR. We'll do some NBA, some college hoops. We'll do NHL. We'll do Kraken. So it's nonstop. It's never going to end here. It's always going to keep me busy 7 days a week, unless I'm having a mental health episode where I get a little bit of depression or anxiety. But I don't think I really feel I'm going to be there anytime soon. I feel I've really turned the corner, and I'm no longer living with my ex-girlfriend anymore, and that was a big part of it too. So life is better. Sometimes it's better to be single and be happy than to be somewhere where you're not loved, you're not appreciated, and you're hated on. Yeah, very cool idea. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 Mariners. And thank God we got to that early start, because the game would be 0-0 right now if JP Crawford didn't lead it off. Jake McCarthy in the box. Yeah, but it's really nice though, because I finally feel that like there's nothing missing. And plus I'm giving you things. It's like we got the ticker. I'm going to give you HD photos. Nobody can bitch about the scoreboard. We got just a good aesthetic look. Thumbnails are on point. So it's like I feel like we kind of checked off all the boxes for people that wanted a little bit more. So, and we'll keep improving it too. All right, end of the fourth inning, 4-0 Mariners. Let's go, Logan. Nice job. I don't have. I mean, I probably have it somewhere with my files, but if you want to send it to me again, I can show her real quick before you leave. You can send it to me on Twitter or Instagram or X. Now it's X. But I'm not leaving the platform. It's not like fucking Threads where, they hype it up, and then if you were going to delete Threads, I think it was going to delete your Instagram, and I don't think people. So it's like I'm not even going to get into that. It's like I'm going to stick to Twitter and YouTube. X and YouTube, and that's it. Like, I'm not really a big Instagram or Facebook guy. Like, I have them, but again, like, it's like, I'm not going to get supported really that much there. Usually it'll be just me and photos of me or me and Paisley, and then normally just supporting and promoting the channel and whatnot. So, but I do like Twitter X because I can get everything in one app. You can, interact with people, athletes, celebrities. You get memes, you get GIFs, GIFs, you get articles, you get video, you get everything in one spot. And then I love YouTube. Obviously, those are going to be obviously my two favorites. So you sent it to me on the IG. All right, let me get it here. Awesome. All right, let's do that. And photo saved. And then let me send it to Sarah. And then I'll pull it from Twitter once I send it to Sarah. Boom. Okay. Let's go Twitter. Sent it to Sarah. Pull the photo over. Yeah, and this is really cool because, like I said, even, just being an international fan in Australia is cool. But to be able to do something like this that's very unique and different, that's what it's about. Separating yourself from all the other fans that are out there. And I'm the same way. But you got the custom hack, which is awesome. Not many people would think of this right off the gates. So very, very cool. That's something that I would rock as well. Very cool. And I'll show the front here as well. We got to do the front and the back, right? We got to make sure we do that. And I'll pull that up here for her as well. Love it. I mean, I'm always trying to be unique and different, and it's just nice when you have others that kind of think the same way. But we're the fanatics here. We're not average, right? We're different. We're built different. Oh, front, back, front. Sexy. Love it. Freaking awesome. Me too. Custom pieces, and you're very familiar with custom pieces as well, Zini. Whether it's our last name on the back of the jersey or a nickname or something unique and different. I'm always looking to do that. Like, for like the D'Anthony Thomas jersey I have, his nickname was the Black Mamba, like Kobe. So I ended up getting Mamba, on the back and had it sewn at a seamstress and whatnot. It's always trying to be different. Yeah, they have awesome colors too. Oh, I bet. Yeah, beautiful colors for Seattle sports, but the Kraken colors are magnificent. All right, top of the fifth, 4-0 Mariners. Lots of action in the first inning, and then not a whole lot since. JP, right to center field, one away. Next up for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Ballin. Can we get one of these? A little homer? He's been close today. Julio. Oh, that's very nice of you. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Like I said, a keychain, T-shirt, something of that nature. You can message me or whatever, but it doesn't have to be something crazy. Just some kind of knickknack or something like that would be kind of cool. Are you going to Tampa soon for like a trip? O2 pitch to Julio. Pitches inside, 1-2 count. The Eagles-Bucks game. Ah, nice. Is it in Tampa or is it in Philly? That game. If you could find me like a do rag, a Tampa Bay Buccaneer do rag, like the one that I have now, like a headband or a do rag, that would be amazing. That would be like my number one thing, like even more than a T-shirt. I wouldn't expect you to get me a jersey or anything like that, But I think if you could find me like a headband or a do rag, I think do rag would be like number one on my list. Either like the do rag of the creamsicle, throwback logo, or even the current logo. I wouldn't even care what color it would be either. So in Tampa. Yeah, awesome. But do rags are kind of my thing now. So obviously, I like to be able to wear them when I'm exercising with Paisley and whatnot. So, but like armband, wristband, headband, do rag, that would definitely be very dope. All right, we're going to the bottom of the fifth. Monday night too. Yeah. Oh, and you already know the Eagles are going to win by 1 billion. Tampa's trying to tank, so we're going to lose like every game. We're only going to win maybe like 3 to 5 games, and I'm hoping it's like 3 or less. I want to get that first pick in the draft or second pick in the draft. So I don't want to win like closer to 6 or 7, because then if that happens, I'm going to end up getting maybe the third best quarterback. And then if that ends up being Michael Penix Jr., great if it works out. But what happens if it doesn't? Then I'm going to be like, that's a wasted pick. I have so many holes on the team. So I really want Drake May from North Carolina or Caleb Williams. So I have to try to be able to, lose as, in many games as possible. And then if we end up winning a little bit more, then we're going to have to trade up to try to get our guys. So, all right, no problem. I appreciate you. You have a good rest of your night. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, I got to go get my Snapple from the freezer here. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. And we'll do the lineups here real quick before I go grab my frozen Snapple. All right, leading off for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the fifth inning, catcher Jose Herrera. Batting second, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo. And batting third, second baseman Ketel Marte. All the Diamondbacks got those names. You got to be able to get the pronunciation down. All right, let me delete some of these other photos real quick. They run in, check on Paisley real quick, see if she's doing okay. All right, I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 sec. All right, I'm back. All right, bottom of the fifth, 4-0 Mariners. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Jose Herrera in the box. Herrera, chop foul. Take a quick peek at the stat line. Henry has got 5 Ks for the Diamondbacks, and Logan Gilbert's got 3, but he's been playing well. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 Ks. 5 hits for the Mariners, 5 hits for the Diamondbacks, but the difference is we have 4 runs and they have none. And Paisley's on the couch, just patiently waiting for me. She understands me. Like, it's like so crazy the connection that I have. I'll look at her eyes. I'll tell her, I got to work. I was like, go lay down on the couch and relax, or and I'll be in there, and as soon as I'm done, and then she'll look at me, and then she'll literally go and hop on the couch and just sit there and sleep or relax. It's just wild. It's like my daughter. Dribbler towards first. Foul. 60 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 40 to go. Very doable. We'll see if we get any other goats to come in the room. I know it's Friday night and some people are, partying and whatnot, but a lot of us, we work, and we like to be able to spend some time with each other at the end of the day. I did not see how the game ended. Did you guys lose or win? What happened? Bottom of the fifth, 4-0 M's, 1-2 pitch. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. All right, talk soon. I don't know. This would be sweet. Hope we get him. Popped up for Herrera. Dylan Moore, one away. Next up, Geraldo Perdomo. Oh, shit. Perdomo. That would have been a homer, but it went foul. 279 average, 5 homers, 37 ribbies in 2023. Check swing, 0-2 count. Come on, Mariners. Let's go, baby. It's just crazy because like this could definitely be 4-0 Diamondbacks. It's just nice that when you have pitchers that are struggling, that they get this kind of run support. That's fair. Good job, Gilbert. There we go. And these are the type of games that we need to be able to get dubs if we want to have any shot to try to make one of the wild card spots. I think it's still possible the Mariners could do it, but it's going to be very, very difficult with all the other teams competing. Especially if the Orioles are beating the Rays and they're going to go back and forth. So one of them is definitely going to have one of the spots, and then the Astros are going to be fighting with the Rangers, and then the Blue Jays are good. So we have to try to catch up to the Blue Jays and the Astros. So. Just foul. Damn, 3-2 Cubs. That's rough. Well, at least it was more competitive than yesterday's game. That one was just like a clusterfuck from the very start in the first inning. Ian Happ, hitting Contreras in the head with the follow-through swing. Then the mask went into his skull. Blood started gushing. Then the pitcher decided to hit old boy in the butt cheek. And then the manager got thrown out. The pitcher got thrown out. Wow. 3 for 3 today. All identical hits, too. Marte, I see you. Having a good day today. Next up, center fielder, superstar Corbin Carroll. Should definitely be in the rookie of the year. There, he's definitely going to be getting a lot of love, especially when you make an all-star game as a rookie like Julio did. Oh, nice ground out. Easy play. See you later. There we go. We're leaving him stranded. We're playing great. So he said bottom of the ninth, started good back-to-back. Little singles. Donovan pinch hit for Walker, grounded into a double play. And he said Burleson's up, hits the ball the deepest part of the park, 400 feet. Cubs center fielder make a amazing catch over. So it was like a home run robbing catch. Oh, that's brutal, tough. Yeah, like I said, baseball is to be a fan. You definitely have to go through those emotions. through the ups and the downs, unless you're like a Dodger fan or a Braves fan where it's typically good 99% of the time. So, yeah, I get you. Glad we got this nice lead. All right, we're going to go to the top of the sixth inning, end of the fifth, leading off for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a run and a base on ball, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. Batting second, 1 for 2. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. And Raleigh doubled to left. Crawford scored and Rodriguez scored. Hernandez the third in the top of the first to give us a 2-0 lead. And then right after him, batting third in this inning, DHing for Seattle, Tom Murphy. And then Murphy doubled. Right after Raleigh doubled, Hernandez and Raleigh scored. And then we ended up getting our 4 runs just like that. How often does that happen? Fucking never. We barely, we did have that happen, I think, against the Twins, where we ended up getting 4 early in the first inning. But like I said, it's pretty rare. It doesn't happen to us that often. So we'll take it. No, they will not come back. We have this game. I mean, anyone can come back at any given time, yes. But I feel that the way that the momentum has gone in this game, unless our pitching just absolutely goes down the shitter, I don't think that we'll lose this game. The magic number for the Mariners is usually 5 runs. And if we hit 5 runs, we typically win. And it's already the 6th inning and we're up 4-0. So I think there's a really good chance that we got this. Let's go, Teo. $60 hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 40 to go. We'll see if we get any of the goats to come through. I mean, it's obviously 10:07 or 11:07 in the East Coast in the Midwest. 8:07 here on the West Coast, 8:08. And then tomorrow's game will be at 5 o'clock against the Diamondbacks. So we'll be streaming tomorrow at 5 instead of 6:30 tomorrow. Pitches outside, 3-1 count. That's a good question, John. I don't know. I would have to look at the dimensions to see what each ballpark looks like. Henry, 3-1 pitch. Teoscar fouls it off. Let's look at Henry's numbers. All right, so Henry's numbers so far today: 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. And Gilbert, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 Ks. Fouled off again. Count is full. Always got to make sure we give love to both teams, not just my own. Let's go, Teo. Three-two pitch. Popped up foul again. Come on, Teoscar. Let's go, baby. Top of the 6th, Mariners 4, Diamondbacks 0. Count is full. Teoscar is working the count. Let's go, Teoscar. 3-2 pitch from Henry. Big swing and a miss. Baited him and got him. Nice pitch by Henry to bait him. Five Ks for Henry. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh, who started it off, obviously, to get those runs in. But it all started with JP Crawford and Julio. Wow. Check swing. And the ball went towards third base. I don't think he thought he was going to get contact on that. And then he ran hard to first base, or at least the effort was there. The Apple TV games. Yeah. You know what's worse than Apple TV? Apple TV broadcasts are actually better than the YouTube. The ones that are on YouTube specifically, those are the worst. Oh, baby. Nice hit there. There we go. Tom Murphy's been hot, hot, hot. It's my boy. That's why they put him in as DH. It's my boy right here, backup catcher, Tom Murphy. That's the face you get when you go, 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. Let's go. Good shit. No, I don't think that they necessarily do. Each team has a certain amount. They just select, a particular team. I ended up doing a trial for it because the Mariners were on for a couple weeks and they haven't been on Apple TV since. So, but hey, Lauren, at least though you got the hookup from me. So now, moving forward, baseball, basketball, football, hockey. Now you at least have something that you know that you can trust. And that's something that I use as well. So. And you know what the crazy thing is, Lauren? You know who I ended up getting that from? Zini Panini. Zini Panini gave that to me my very first year when I started. And we were talking, and I was like, I got to be able to find something that's like reliable. And she was actually the one that hooked me up with that. And she was in the room earlier tonight. Yeah, I don't know if they actually have it set in stone before the season starts. Like Angels got 4, Mariners got 5. I'm not sure if it's one of those things that they just pick, last minute, or if it's all predetermined and whatnot. But kind of like in football when they do like a flex game where it's like, oh, we have this really big game coming up, but then it ends up not being a big game because someone got hurt, and then they end up flexing like the Broncos out, and then we get like Eagles Niners instead of like Broncos Raiders, something like that. I'm not really sure how the Apple TV selects their broadcast though, but it's not ideal. But again, the layout, isn't as bad. Announcers could be a little bit better, but if you actually watch a game that's on YouTube, when they do a YouTube exclusive, that's absolutely horrendous. Nice. Yeah, I was live on that one. Popped up. Out number 3, Corbin Carroll with a nice catch in the outfield. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Pure domination by the Mariners. Let me see if they're going to make any pitching changes yet or not. We'll see if Logan keeps going. Yep. And I was live on YouTube when we ended up doing that. I remember that game very specifically because I ended up pulling up photos right after it happened too. So Otani, yeah, yep. They always try to do like certain teams. They're gonna be. I mean, sometimes I think it's just like random. Where they have certain teams, but sometimes it's they're looking for the Otani, the Aaron Judge. They're looking for that showcase. To be able to promote. Look, we got this matchup. So, and usually the matchups were pretty good. I'm trying to remember with the Mariners if we were playing like the Guardians. Cleveland Indians, Cleveland Guardians. I think that we ended up being on Apple for that. So, but I'm glad that the Mariners are wheeling and dealing. It's nice for them to finally be up 4-0 instead of being down 4-0 in a game. Let's go over the Diamondbacks lineup here. All right, next up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the sixth inning, 0 for 2, first baseman Christian Walker. Batting second, 1 for 2, DHing for the Diamondbacks, Dominic Canzone, like a calzone. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K, left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Walker, Canzone, Gurriel. Let's go. And have we made a pitching change? Doesn't look like we still got Logan Gilbert out there. Or are we putting in Gabe Spire now? What are we doing? Who's out there? Oh, Gilbert's still out there. He's only had 75 pitches. Keep him out there. This is the last inning for Gilbert. Reflect in the building. What's good? Yeah, it's always awesome where Gilbert was never getting any run support, and he was like 4 and 5, 5 and 5. Then he pitched that complete game, and then he stopped being as like depressed. And he's actually had 3, 4, 5 like good starts. But not only that, he hasn't necessarily himself pitched great in all of the wins, but he's also gotten run support in games where we didn't think he would. So, how are you, Reflect? What's good, brother? Always good when we're up 4-0 with Gilbert, too. Good old Walter. Popped up and on the road as well. 114-degree temperatures in Arizona, and I was bitching that it was 85 here. And I'll be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the game 2 of the set for the Diamondbacks versus the Mariners. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Nice. Nasty splitter. Another K. KKKs all day. 4 Ks now. Henry has 6, so 2 more to catch up. Nice job, Logan. Nice to see you playing well again. And also nice to have run support. Fuck. Ground rule double for Canzone, damn it. I read off an interesting stat, Reflect, before we ended up getting our double by Raleigh and double, by Tom Murphy. He's been hot. That the Mariners going into this game were the number 2 ranked team with bases loaded. I know we can't hit at all, but I actually read off the stat line. And as soon as I read off the stat line, that's when Raleigh and Murphy ended up getting 2 runs and 2 runs with the RBIs. We might actually be the number 1 ranked team for bases loaded with hits. And I'll read off the stat here in a moment. Pretty wild. It's just weird, it's like you read it off and then all of a sudden it happens. And I'll read it off here in just a second. So entering today, the Mariners, this was going into today's game. They have scored the second most runs with bases loaded this season. Dodgers 109, and then Seattle 100. But then now we're at 104. So that is amazing. And then a lot of people were thinking that was bullshit. This guy is very reliable. And then he said, surprising number of Mariner fans are refusing to believe that it's true. And then entering today, the M stats with bases loaded. Hits first, singles first, doubles second, triples first. 38 hits, 23 singles, 10 doubles. Now that's 12 and 3 triples. So, yeah, we can't hit, but for whatever reason, bases loaded is money for us. Throw to first. Got him. It's like when we have runners at first, not so good. Runners at first and second, not so good. Runners on the corners, first and third, not so good. But then bases loaded, we're money. So, and we get a couple more bases loaded opportunities. We're going to catch up to the Dodgers and be number 1. Yeah, and I'm always looking for the deep dive stats. I'm always looking for the stats that are, above and beyond. You have to dig for them or go through Baseball Reference and go through all the stats, or you have someone that's on Twitter that's going to do the research and then they post it. And then obviously we follow each other, or I find that post and then I read it off to you guys because that's very important to know. You know what I mean? Yeah, and a lot of Mariner fans were not believing it because we're terrible at hitting. But it is, possible that we're good in a scenario, maybe not all around, but that one scenario, we're very, very good. And it just was really wild as soon as I read it off before we even got to the bases loaded, and then it ended up cashing in. So the sports gods, they must love your boy. They love the Mariners, huh? But that's something that I wanted to pass on with you because I know you would appreciate that. Yeah, I'll read off the categories here. All right, so entering today, it says 38 hits, first, bases loaded, 23 singles, first, 10 doubles, which is now 12, second, triples, 3, first, 2 home runs, 16th, which is kind of middle of the pack. We don't go grand salami, right? Get the rye bread and mustard, not, Dave Niehaus, not so much, right? 349 average, third, 381 OBP, third, slugging, 550, 10th, and then with OBA, seventh, 386. So, overall, a lot of those categories pretty good, like middle of the pack, but nice to be able to see some of those stats, work in our favor. Yep. Yep. I appreciate you, man. Deep dive stats, $10 holla. Thank you so much, man. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. And honestly, me as a stat guy and an analytic guy, I live for stats like that. That's the type of shit when I see it, it just makes me all giddy inside, because I know that guy did great work, and I got to acknowledge him, and we got to give him a shout out too. His name is Luke Arkins, and shout out to Luke, for doing the deep dive and doing that research. Got him at first, someone that's going to take the time to go through Baseball Reference and look at the stats and then write it out as a tweet. Like, you don't have to do that, but people like me and you, we really appreciate it. So awesome. Let's go. $70. Let's go. Let's get to a hundo. All right, no problem, man. We're going to finish strong, and I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. for game 2 in the set. And then let me peek ahead. I should already know this, but I'm going to peek ahead real quick. And I have an idea who the pitcher is, but I just want to double check to make sure if we're in the same rotation as we were. But I assume it is going to be Wu, and it is. All right. And tomorrow, he had fat 0-4, 8.81 ERA, PFAADT for the Diamondbacks. And we got Brian Wu with a 1-3 record, which should probably be 2-2. 4.91 ERA, but he hasn't really got a whole lot of run support, and he has been giving up home runs, but he does have the ability to get to 10 Ks. So hopefully we can get some run support for him. He can get to 10 Ks, and we can end up getting him a dub in the win column. So, right. So we're going to be good in some stats. We're going to be terrible in some of the other stats, but when we get bases loaded, then we have to really pay attention. That's when we're going to, cash in. So reflect, what would you like to see for a photo? You got a particular player or anything that you would like? Let me know. And I got you. And obviously we got Murphy doing big, big things. It's always nice that when they put him in the lineup at DH, I kind of got excited, and I knew that you would too. And he's 2 for 3. He's batting 286. He's number 1 on the team. So why not put him at DH even if you have Cal catching? I love it. I think like they finally have like heard our love for Murphy, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's do something a little unorthodox and let's put him in the lineup with Cal. Smart move. I sometimes complain about Service being an idiot, but he has made some good moves throughout the year too. Murphy. But it all got started at the beginning of the game, right? It all got started at the beginning of the game with JP with a stand-up double, and then Julio. So if you get those two guys on, chances are something good is going to happen. We're going to get a walk, a hit by a pitch, maybe some cheap, way to get to first, and then you get the bases loaded. And as long as we don't completely, fumble the bag and get nothing, which we have before, bases loaded and we had no outs and we were able to get even a run. But it seems like we're a little bit better than people think with bases loaded. And that's why I'm really grateful for Luke with that stat line. And he continues to pump out these stats. And I'll keep sharing them with you guys on the channel. Made a pitching change now. Big swing and a miss. Dylan Moore is gone. Next up, second baseman, Jose Caballero. All right, come on, Jose. I don't care how you get on base. Anyway, hit by a pitch, walk, just be patient in the box. Take after your boy Colton Wong. Patience, patience, patience. Come on now. 1-0 count. Up, pitch outside, 2-0 count. This smells like a walk. Let's go, baby. Any way we can get a guy on base. 2-0 pitch. Wow, outside wild pitch. 3-0 count. This is a walk. Unless Jose is an idiot and swings and ends up, wasting the at bat. Hopefully, Jose is smart enough just to understand this guy can't hit the plate. And I know a lot of times you're just like, I want to swing. I want to swing. I want to go. But in an instance like this, don't swing. See if Jose listens. Walked him. There we go. Let's go. Nice shit. Good job, Jose. I love that. Jose takes a walk. Touchdown, Mariners. I love it. That's Murphy's reaction. He loves it too. Next up, J.P. Crawford. Nice. Jose with the stolen bag. Yeah, baby. Safe. Nice job, Jose. My boy. $17 for 19 stolen bags for Jose Caballero. Love it. I love it. And look at you. See, as soon as I say it, you type it in. God, we're connected, bro. Right here. I love it, man. Good timing for you coming in. I had a feeling that you would come in, man. Appreciate you. 1 for 3 with a double in the first and a run. I'll get you some photos here once we get into the commercial break. Yeah, I mean, the way that he's stealing bags, might as well, start playing him a little bit more than Wong. And gosh, maybe play Tom Murphy a little bit more in the DH. I know we have Mike Ford, but if he's going to keep hitting like that, and if you're going to keep putting Cal at catcher, I don't mind having Tom at DH over Mike Ford. I mean, those are the two guys that we should have at DH. If Mike is off and he's going 0 for 4 and he's just swinging and he's not getting homers, don't just keep putting him in there. Let Tom have a chance, and then he'll help. He'll produce. And guess what? He has. So I know it's unorthodox to have both your catchers in there, but if your backup catcher's leading the team in batting average, fuck it, right? Make the right decision. Let's go, Ems. Let's go, JP. And again, an electric start, especially when you swing at the first pitch, you connect, you get a double, and then, I don't have as much pressure with Julio. I don't got to bitch and complain. And then maybe he goes for that first pitch and we try to get, going early, and then everything starts, wheels start turning. So then even if Suarez or Hernandez gets out, boom, we got Cal, we got Murphy, boom, boom, boom. And we got off to that 4-0 lead. I just thought it was really ironic when I was reading off that stat line. I was just really excited to be able to read that off. And when I started reading off the stat line, that was before we even had bases loaded. Then when I started to complete what I was saying, then boom, we had the first one with Cal, and then another one with Tom. I was like, oh my gosh, I guess I guess they are true with the stat line with the bases loaded. But I was very shocked that we were that good. I just wish we were that good with one guy on, with runners at first and second good, or runners on the corners good. That would be sexy. Like first and third, give me better stats there. Because it seems like when we have one guy on or runners on the corners, we don't typically do it well. Those guys get stranded. Pitches inside, 2-2 count. But you can't complain in 114-degree weather with the roof on the road, and you're up 4-0, and we've definitely contained them. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Even if we have to put Cal on the bench, even though he does get hot at the end of the year, sometimes, it just depends, I guess, with the pitcher and catcher connection, who they have a better relationship with when they pitch. But honestly, Tom's bat is better. Both guys can't really throw anybody out that often. So it's not like you're going to be able to have great defensive play, but you got to go with the hot hand. Big swing and a miss. JP goes down. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. The electric. Let's go. Ballin'. Oh, shit. Almost hit him. It did hit him. God damn. That almost hit his face. Boo. God damn. Don't injure my player like that, brother. Jeez Louise. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Got to hit Gino up with another photo. Little side view. Come on, Gino. Pitches outside. This guy's not hitting the zone at all. I'll go 3 photos for you, Gino. We'll go above and beyond. Come on, baby. Love you, Gino. Let's go. Gino, in the gap. Drop. Yes. 3 photos worth. Bang, bang, bang. Yes. Thank you, baby. Yeah. Woo. I love it. 5-0 madness. The sports gods are like, fuck it. He did 3 photos. Boom. Shakalaka. Ha ha. Love it. Love it. Love it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Good shit. Good shit. Huge. Give us some extra run support. Insurance. Next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. This pitcher can't hit the zone at all. If we're just patient and don't swing, we could probably get a couple more runs here. But of course, these players have egos and they want to swing and whatnot. But this guy can't hit the zone worth of shit. Chop foul. Adams can't hit the zone. Up and in, 2-2 count. MLB's slower pitcher was completely unhittable. Oh, really? No, I have not seen that. I should watch that. I like it when you share stuff with me. I always like being able to vibe with people that are smarter than me, that know some things that I don't know. Like I try to be an expert, on everything that I'm doing, and it takes a lot of work, but I always know there's going to be someone out there that knows something that I don't know. And then I love to be able to add that, to the repertoire. And you guys can fill me in on things like that. I'll have to check it out. Foul ground. Got him. Well, we leave 2 stranded, but hell, we're at 5-0. You can't complain. Good job, Gino. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. When the Mariners are up 5-0, I get vibes like this. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. All right, let's go do the Diamondback lineup. And before that, let me get a photo or two for you. Maybe some throwbacks. It's always good to look at Edgar and Andy Johnson and a few of those, And then if you got anybody that you want, let me know. Let's see what I can find. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. McCarthy in the box. Gilbert, are you still out there? Have they made a pitching change? He's still out there. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, Reflect. Legends, baby. Legends. Legend. Wait for it. Daring. Interesting. Oh, okay. No way. No way. 70? No way. Wow. Let's go, Logan. Still in there in the 7th. You know, it's like we haven't given up anything. Yeah, it's like more confidence for Logan, more confidence for Walter, more confidence, more confidence. You know, and you got to think at one point the guy felt it looked like he wanted to just give up and quit baseball. Like he was so depressed. You know what I mean? And it's just nice to be able to see a guy that was at 4-5, 5-5 now, you know, in his bag. And obviously with the record getting better and better and better, and he's about to turn into 9-5. It's crazy with an under 4 ERA. I love it. And that's what we needed if we want to have a chance. There we go. Oh, baby. How about another K for Logan Gilbert? 8-5, about to be 9-5. Yeet. Mariner Moose is out for that K. Let's go. Love it. Good job, Logan. Way to be confident, my guy. But the main thing is you know, he's not necessarily being electric, you know, but we're getting run support. And that's the main thing. And we actually played pretty good defense, and we have been able to keep their runners stranded. Because, you know, normally it's not going to be a 5-0 game with us on the road. So. I don't want to trade Logan Gilbert, especially now Marco Gonzalez is out for the year. You saw that, right? Reflect? Right when he was about to come back, they put him on the 60-day IL. So he's out for the year. So we're not going to get him back, unfortunately. So that's the number one reason I don't want Logan Gilbert to get traded for a bat. We got to keep our rotation strong. And you never know when a Miller or Kirby or Castillo or Wu will get banged up. So we need to keep it moving. Oh, now they got little back-to-back hits here. Runners at second and third. They're on a little bit of a rally. Yeah, I'm always going to give you the 411. I'm like so into the Mariners. I mean, I'm reading about them all day, every day. So sometimes I notice little things that maybe certain people are so busy. You know, I always try to look through all the stat line when they post things on MLB.com, ESPN, or through the Mariners Twitter or Instagram. But I noticed that, and I was like, damn it! I was really excited for that 4-1 record and for him to come in. You know, normally Marco's terrible, and he actually had a good year this year before getting hurt. And we got Gabe possibly coming in. Yeah. All right, Logan Gilbert's going out. Damn it. $70 in donos, 30 to go to get the goal. Let's get to a hundo. I just want to keep it the way that it is because, I mean, we don't really honestly deserve to be in the playoffs anyways. So sometimes it's just good to stay pat. It's like either you make it, but I do think out of a lot of the teams that are like fringe, we have the best chance as a fringe team to catch up to the Astros and Blue Jays. And maybe, just maybe, we get in. But realistically, we probably just barely miss unless we get hot and the other teams start, going on a downward spiral. Like if the Astros and Blue Jays have injuries, and you already know the Rays and Orioles are going back and forth. So one of those is one of the wild card spots. Houston and the Rangers. So you already know that's another one. So really, it's going to come down to like the Blue Jays, and then maybe the Mariners, and then one other team that's probably ahead of us right now too. So. It's a big payout. Marte, 3 for 3. Will he be 4 for 4? That's the reason they pulled him, because Marte's got like 3 exact hits. Every single one of them is exactly the same. Single, 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 and he got his batting average all the way up to 300 almost now. They don't have a 300 hitter either, and if he gets a hit here, they'll be at 300. He's at 297, and I assume it'll go up a couple points. So hopefully that we can prevent him from going 4 for 4. Let's go, baby. Then we got Gabe coming in. Let me throw a photo up of him. The Gabe, coming in for a good performance for Logan Gilbert, but we got run support. So the magic number for the Mariners every game is what? 5 runs. What do we have right now? 5 runs. Thank you, sports gods. I love it when they listen. No walks, too, for Logan. 5 Ks, that's kind of where he maxes out now. But as long as he gets run support, fuck it, right? Ground outs, pop-ups, a few Ks. He's not going to give you heaters like Wu or, like Miller or Castillo. And then Gilbert, sometimes it's hit or miss, but a good performance from him today. Oh, we got Brash in. Nice. I was going to say, why do we have Spire when we have Brash? I was about to make a phone call to Scott, be like, what the hell are we doing? Let's go, Matt. To the 7th, 1 out. Let's go, Matt. Got a fire photo of you. Big swing and a miss. It's good, Sauer. We're doing good. I mean, like I said, there hasn't been a whole lot of action since that first inning where we got 4, but Gino ended up getting a nice double there. Single to center. Caballero scored. Rodriguez scored, and then we ended up going to 5-0. Uh-oh. Damn it. Oh, no. There's 1, and there's 2. Fucking A. You got to be shitting me. Shitty, bang, bang. And just like that, you end up replacing Logan Gilbert, and they get a cheap 1 run and then another one. Brash, you idiot. Shitty throw to home, and then another shitty throw to home. At least get one of those guys, not both. And luckily, we have 5 runs, because just imagine if we only had 1 run or 2, then the game is tied and we probably lose. So we have to get to that 5 number, because the fuck ups are coming. Oh, the bandana? I actually got it as a gift. I actually went to go to the dog groomer, and one of the dudes there, that I think he's one of the owners, and then he ended up giving it to me. So I don't know where he got it from, to be honest. But I went to the dog groomer to groom Paisley, and then he hooked me up. I was wearing Mariner gear, Julio shirt, and he's like, "You're a big Mariner guy, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I got a gift for you," and I'm like, "What?" And I thought he was gonna give it for like Paisley. He's like, "It's for you," and I was like, "Oh, thank you, man." So I don't know. I mean, I imagine you can go on eBay, or go to the Mariners team store, and they might have something like that. But I'm a big do-rag bandana guy, so. But I love it, man. I love it. I got to be repping, you know? Oh, golly. But again, the same thing could have happened to Logan Gilbert too. I mean, obviously, you got guys on second and third, and he could have got roughed up right there. So, wild card: Rays, Astros, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Angels, Red Sox, Yankees, Angels, Mariners. I mean, we're not that far back, but again, you already know the Rays or Orioles, Astros, and Rangers. So the only chance we have is to get closer to the Blue Jays. And honestly, that's the team that deserves to make it. Can we get closer? Can we leapfrog the Yankees, the Angels, and the Red Sox? I think we can. But the Blue Jays, I don't know. We'll see. All right, Corbin Carroll in the box. Pacific Northwest very own from Seattle, Washington. All-star in his rookie year, Corbin Carroll, my boy. Come on, Brash. I got to bobble the baubles here. All right, Griffey, Ichiro, Dan Wilson, Randy Johnson, King Griffey Jr. All right, all the baubles are bobbling. We need luck here. Come on now. 285 average, 21 homers, 57 ribbies for Corbin Carroll. What a stud. Sometimes you need that guy to be able to bring your franchise out of the gutter. Same thing with like Adley Rushman on the Orioles. Like no one really talked a whole lot about the Orioles until late last season, and now they're like a household name. And obviously the Diamondbacks were in first place at one point because of this guy. Look at that blooper. What a diving opportunity there for Dylan Moore, but it was a no-go. Uh-oh. Uncle Mo, their momentum is very, very high here. They don't really have very good pitching or hitters, you know, but again, when you rally around a guy like a Corbin Carroll or like an Adley Rushman, you feed off that energy, just like how we fed off Julio last year. Oh, good effort by Dylan Moore, but yeah, but I need to pick up another bandana too. I would love to be able to stockpile on these. And then they also, they do certain bandanas like this for dogs. Like when they end up doing like the, walk in the park or the bark in the park, where they end up doing where you can bring your dog to Seattle, for a game. And I know they have bandanas like this that they give to the dogs, while they go to the game as like to represent and like tie around their neck and whatnot. So 5-2 Mariners, bottom of the seventh, runners at first and second. Brash, totally out of the zone. He's not hitting the zone. He's a little rattled already. And we already had runners at second and third, and maybe Logan Gilbert gives up a homer or something like that. But to have a wild pitch, then go to a wild throw and 1 run scores, and then another wild throw, unexcusable. I mean, imagine if we were up 1-0 and then we lose the game like that, Thank God we have 5 runs at this point. That's the magic number. The fuck ups are going to come right after starting pitching goes out. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. The fuck ups. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Good. Good. Suarez, easy. 2 away. Good shit. Walker frustrated. Not today, Walker. Not today, Christian. Next up, DHing for Arizona, Dominic Canzone. Mr. Calzone himself. Cool photo. Two outs and 2 on. Come on, Mariners. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Well, at least the game got interesting. I know sometimes when the game is like 4-0, 5-0, people get not interested and they kind of get into a daze and whatnot. But when your team's winning, you'll take it. But again, you don't want to lose focus when you have the game in hand. One week from tomorrow is SummerSlam. Next Thursday, NFL Hall of Fame game, Jets and Browns. Can't wait. Big swing and a miss. I think the shitty thing about that, though, is on that NFL Hall of Fame game, I think we play like the Angels, and I think Shohei's pitching. So I was like, oh, shit. So it's like normally I want to be able to showcase Shohei. We get really good views from the Japanese YouTube crowd and overall. But if we're talking NFL, that's the backbone of the channel. And I'll end up watching both, but we'll do the NFL. Oh, no. Popped up, back, back, back. Warning track. Good. Good, 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 good. Let's go. Ooh. Man, that definitely got me. That got me a little worried there. Because sometimes, when the Uncle Mo and the momentum starts, it's really hard to stop the momentum. So hopefully we can get onto a little bit of a rally here. All right, we're going to the top of the 8th. All right, next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a run, 2 RBIs, and a K. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. He was the one that got our really rally going after JP and Julio got on base. Cal with a 2-run RBI. Love that. And then next up after him, DHing for Seattle, Tom Murphy. Let's go, Tom. You're my boy. Leading the team in batting average. I love you. Almost at 300, 286 finally. And then batting third, first baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ems. Let's go, baby. We got this. I mean, shit, if I ended up, I got Julio and Corbin Carroll on the thumb. I was like, oh, we're winning this today. We got this today. We got it. Thumb turned out really good, too. Let's go. All right, I'm going to go check up on Paisley real quick before we get into our at-bats here. Make sure that she's just sitting on the couch chilling, waiting for Dad. All right, I'll be back in 1 minute. All right, I'm back. All right. Paisley is so good. Like, I tell her I'm working and I tell her that, just go lay down on the couch. And then she looks at me, she does it, and literally no barking at all for 3 hours. Like, she is so well behaved. I mean, she's so well loved too. I give her all my attention besides, me grinding on the channel and whatnot. So it's like 20 hours out of 24, I'm focused on her. And in return, she ends up being like literally the best dog that a man could have. My daughter, Paisley. All right, let's go, Cal. Let's go, baby. And we've already went on 2 walks today, so Cal. Wow, all the way to the fence. Go, 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 go. Stand up double. That almost was a homer. Ooh, baby. Nice job, Cal. Ripping it. Nice job, Cal. Next up, Tom Murphy. Long throw, got him at first. Wish Tom was a little bit more patient there, but he's been very good for us. Oh my God, she is so smart. You know what I mean? Like she'll look at me and she knows the routine because I mean I've been doing this for like I've been doing the channel for 11 years, 7 on YouTube, but for her whole life. And then normally once it gets to that 2 hour and 30 minute, 3 hour mark, when I'm normally done, she'll come in here. Like she knows when I'm like that I don't know how her normal clock in her head works and whatnot, but so intelligent, so loving, just the sweetest of sweet. Really couldn't ask for, a better best friend than Paisley. So well behaved. I mean, she's not even 2 yet. Her birthday's next month. So definitely do something special for her. But she's spoiled. She gets all the kisses, she gets all the hugs, all the loves, the massages. She gets the watermelon. She gets the blueberries, the strawberries. She gets walked, 1 to 3 times a day for an hour to 2.5 hours. So she's living her best life with me. Yes, Ty. Yes. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Nice job. Nice job, Ty. We need you, buddy. Ripping it. Runners on the corners. Let's go, baby. Left fielder, Dylan Moore. The electric, baby. I mean, he's been hitting homers lately and getting RBIs. So even though, he started off very slow after being out for many, many games. Oh, they went into Mike Ford. They switched it up. All right, let's go, Mike. Mike is due for a homer. Just saying. Mike is due. I'm not saying he's going to do it right now, but he is due for a homer or maybe a nice RBI. But it just amazes me like how intelligent, that she is. Yeah. Offers for Seawald. No thanks. I want Seawald to stay. We already have problems with Munoz, even though he can bring the heaters. I do not want to get rid of Seawald. That's actually been one of the constant pieces for our team. If we get rid of Seawald, we have 0% chance making the playoffs, period. It's not like we're going to get Diaz to come back and replace, something like that. Now, if we were going to get something like that in return, then I said fine. But, I want to keep with what we have. There's no point in making any moves. All right, let's go, Mike. You've been struggling as of late. You've been striking out quite often. It's either boom or bust with the DH, but maybe we can get going here. Let's go, Mike. Pitch is low. Even if he takes a walk, that would be very positive for us. Then we get the bases loaded again, and then that stat line comes into play. So if I was Scott Service, hopefully there's like an analytical guy, like a Moneyball guy, saying, "Hey, yeah, this is the guy that usually booms, but if we get bases loaded, the analytics say that we are going to be able to get something good to happen." I mean, that's what the Mariners and certain teams need. They need people to be able to let people know that this deep dive stat is reality. And if, yeah, you're a boom or bust guy, but if you end up taking a walk and we get bases loaded, yes, a 3-run homer would be great, but bases loaded and then getting the same result, that would be great too. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. And it seems like Ford has been really early or really late with his swings as of late. He was like right on the money for quite a while. But now, as of late, different team, different pitchers, different situations. He still can come up in the clutch in the 8th and the 9th, but his timing has been a little off. It's just an age is just a number. You know what I mean? I'm 41. I feel like I'm 21. No lie. I always will feel like a college kid, 18 to 21. That's my mindset. I feel like I try to have the knowledge of someone that's like 70 or 80, but I always feel and I, have that energy as someone that's a college kid. 40 is nothing. Top of the 8th, 5-2 Marinez. Runners on the corners. Let's go, Mike. 3-2 pitch. Struck him at. I'm not surprised. Should have kept with what we had there with Dylan Moore. Tried to go for the big boom, but it's not there. He hasn't been hot, so it doesn't make sense to put him in there. But, all right, next up, second baseman Jose Caballero. Or are they going in Colton Wong instead? Is it Wong? Wow. Okay, Colton, who's been a little bit hotter as of late as well. Like giving guys an opportunity late in the game. Let's go, Colton, looking like Ichiro, my boy. Let's go, Wong. Prove to them it wasn't the Wong move. Let's go. Wong. Routine play, pop-up, damn it. Runner stranded. Wong. Why? But at least we're still up 5-2, though. Can't complain there. Just Scott Servais trying to get a couple guys, a couple reps. I get it. They haven't played all game, so, even one at-bat is better than no at-bats. And sometimes you get a little magic out of those guys. I understand. But at least we have a good lead, because I'd be definitely scared if we were only up 3-2 at this point. Or if it was 2-2. A 2-2. All right, let's see who they have up here in the bottom of the eighth. They're running out of time. All right, leading off for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the eighth, 0 for 3 with a K, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Batting second, third baseman Emmanuel Rivera. And batting third, right fielder Jake McCarthy. So it looks like we have Munoz coming in, and they're also going to put in on defense instead of Dylan Moore. I believe Cade Marlowe is going to be in left field. Yes, he is. So a couple adjustments here at the end of the game. And hopefully we can get this dub. Pinch, yeah. I maybe that guy will deep dive into that stat line, but it seems like whenever we do pinch hitting numbers, I would assume we're batting 100 or less. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a very good stat. So, I mean, I would be shocked if we were batting 200 or more, considering we're batting like 230 as a team and it hasn't gone up. So I would assume it's like 150 or below for the pinch hitter numbers. Probably terrible, but we need to look that up at some point. We got Munoz coming in. Hopefully we get the good Munoz, not the bad Munoz. Let's go, Andres. Let's go, my guy. All right, come on now. Colton Wong stays in at second base as well. Let's go. Let's not fuck this up. Be good, Munoz, not the bad Munoz. Popped up. There we go, Teoscar. An easy one away on a pop-up fly out. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, next up, Emmanuel Rivera. Cool photo. That's one thing I actually really enjoy, even though it takes a hell of a lot more work, is like pulling up and deciding what photos to use for the opposing team. I try to find the most, fire ones that I would actually use for the Mariners, but it's just cool to be able to go through and try to represent, the baseball stream the best way that I can, regardless if it's my team or not. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Oh, we can get a K on him. This feels like a strikeout. Ahead of the count. Rivera, sit down. Let's go. Let's go, Munoz. Blasted by him. Heater. Got him. Let's go. Nice job. See ya later. Nice knowing you. Next up, right fielder Jake McCarthy. Oh, Paisley's here. I had a weird feeling that someone was staring at me, right? You know that feeling where you have like your hair stand up on the back of your neck or your hands? I just had a weird feeling that someone was staring at me, and I turned around and Paisley's right there, like literally right there looking at me, giving me the Tom Murphy eyes. That was creepy. I was like, what is that? And here's Paisley who was looking at me. Oh shit. Hi, honey. I love you. Miss you. 2-1 count. Love you. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, honey. Love you. So I miss my dad. It just makes me so fucking happy that I have her full time. Because like I said, she wouldn't be treated properly if I didn't have her. She wouldn't be walked. She'd be fucking pissed off all the time, probably biting the shit out of her. And it's kind of funny too, because at the house, she would always try to kind of play bite or bite the two females in the house, my ex girlfriend and her daughter, but she never would do it to me. Not at all. Not in her entire existence there. So I think she kind of knew. It's like, do they have good vibes or no? I think dogs are very smart. She knows who dad is. 3-2 pitch to McCarthy. Pitches inside and he walked him. Next up, catcher Jose Herrera. Diamondbacks have a base runner in every inning tonight. Oh, shit. All the way to Teoscar. There we go. We got out of it. Nicely hit, but we got out of that inning. Good job, Andres Munoz. Nice job. I was getting a little worried there. Good Munoz today. Good, baby. Paisley needs some kisses. All right, Mariners due up in the top of the 9th inning. See where we're at in our lineup here. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 4 with a run and a K. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, 1 for 3 with a run and a K. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. And batting third, 1 for 4 with an RBI and a K, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, Gino, my boy. Let's go, baby. Let's get this dub. Let's go. Let's go. We need this dub. Let's go, JP. Let's go, baby. Let's go, JP. Pitch is high, 2-0 count. This guy has no control. Let's go, JP. Yeah, he's only got one hit, but it was an important one. It was a fucking first pitch strike that got a stand up double that started the fucking rally to get us to 5 runs, the magic number. And that's been the magic number all season long. 5. 5 or more, Mariners win. Less than 5, Mariners get their ass kicked. Let's go, baby. 3-1 count. This guy can't hit the zone. Walked him. Let's go. I'll take the walk. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. So we got Diamondbacks for 3, Red Sox for 3, and then Angels for 3. But then that one that's on Thursday is against Ohtani, and we'll be doing the football game, but I will be watching the baseball game at the same time. So we'll be able to, I'll be able to give updates on that as we're watching. So. And I'll be doing quite a bit of their preseason games. So it's not like I'm going to abandon the Mariners. We'll still be doing Mariner games, but I want to make sure that we're, getting some preseason games in too, even though they may be meaningless, but it's a football, It's just nice to be able to have football on. And I mean, hell, how many Mariner games and baseball games have I done this year? Probably more than almost anybody except for maybe like Valhalla. Like, me and him have probably done the most out of like baseball streamers. Him being a Dodger, YouTuber, and he's always grinding as well. But pitches outside, 2-1 count. I mean, I love me some baseball, but I love me some football. And I have been putting out my top 5 videos, top 5 quarterback, running back, wide receiver. And I did D tackle yesterday and DN yesterday, D tackle today. There we go. There we go. Go, 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 go. First and third, baby. Nice. This nice 1-2 combo of JP Crawford and Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then now we just need to clean it up with Gino, baby. Julio's back. Julio is back. He's been electric as of late. Let's go, Gino. Let's add some more insurance. Yes, I was just thinking that. You're in my head. Let's go, Ems. How you doing, Sour? Are you enjoying your vacay out there? How's the weather out there? Yeah, good chemistry. Or when JP had a day off and you had Julio, in the 1 hole. I really like Julio in the 5 hole though. When we put him there, I felt that was a really good spot. But now Julio is proving it don't matter. 1 hole, 2 hole, 4 hole, 3 hole, 5 hole, all the holes. It don't matter. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get a little bit more here. Takes a strike. Yes. Good chemistry in the 1-2 punch. And that's what it takes, having guys that can like work together, and get hits at the same time together. But the best part is when you get 3 guys to do it together. When you get a run of like, JP, Julio, Gino, or whatever it ends up being, But once you have 3 guys, then it's like game over. But if you have 2 guys and they do it multiple times in multiple innings, then you got something cooking in the kitchen, baby. They got that Mariners stew cooking. All right, 1-2 count. Paisley's in here now. Our Mariners, we need some more, baby. Pitching change. Weather was good. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Unbearably hot. Yeah. Well, at least we can be happy it's not like 114 like in Arizona. I can't even believe like people live there. I was bitching earlier today when it was 85, you know, but I guess it depends if you have AC or not, or if you have something to kind of cool you down. Sometimes fans just don't do it. You know what I mean? She's the best. The best, pure, like so much personality. Like literally, I don't even need to hang out with friends. Like I have friends here, but I'm just so busy working 7 days a week that she, definitely keeps me entertained. And it's cool because she's so smart. I'll lead her on the leash. And a lot of times you're supposed to walk a dog next to you so they know that you're the alpha and you don't want a dog like, those leashes that like expand and they go like 2-3 feet ahead of you. I let her go and I'm usually pretty cautious when cars are coming by because I don't want her to dart in front of a car and get hit and like die or get injured, right? But she's pretty smart, and usually we'll go up to like our normal path of where we go. And sometimes I'll be like, all right, Paisley, you're going to lead the show. You go where you want to go and I'll go with you. And then sometimes we'll go somewhere we've never gone before. She's never been this direction. Like we go up the hill. We normally go right and then go past my elementary school that I grew up in and then go past this forest. Sometimes we cut in the forest where I used to do jumps with like the Diamondback, and we would go in there. But for whatever reason, sometimes she's just like, I'm going to go another direction. And then it's an adventure, every day. You never know what you're going to get with her. It's great. Ah, Rock Island. Okay. The Mariners would consider dealing a young starting pitcher to acquire a young hitter with several years of control. Yeah. But is that really going to make the difference, though? Then you got to be able to have chemistry. And then what are we talking? We give up someone that's been hot. Finally, like Logan Gilbert, we get a guy that's like a 300 hitter, comes to the Mariners, and then is ass, and then goes down to 250. And then we just lost our guy. And then we're stuck with this shitty hitter. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it would be cool if we get a guy and then he ends up helping the roster, but I don't know. I just feel like if we end up bringing in a guy, there's a bigger chance for him to bust than do well for us. I'd say that we don't do shit. If we're not good enough to make the playoffs, then just we'll wait till next year, you know. But we are one of those fringe teams. But think about how many teams are ahead of us right now: Angels, Yankees, Red Sox. There's those, and then Blue Jays, Astros. And then Rays or Orioles. So it's not like we're sitting at number one in the wild card right now, or number two, or number three. We're literally like so far back. So not to say that we can't come back, but no, 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 no. That's what I say. I don't need a hitter. Throw home. Got him. Good defense there. 2 away. Good throw at home there. Let's look at the angle. 2 for 1. Blocking the plate, and maybe he got his foot in. Let's review it for sure. Oh, blocking violation. Okay, let's see. He might have got his foot in. I mean, at first glance, he looked out, but I mean, it was a bad angle. So when I just looked at it initially, it didn't look safe. But if they're going to do the blocking, possibly, and let's see. I mean, at this point, let's just call it an out. But again, in a situation like this, anytime you can add on an extra insurance run, and if you can get it, reversed, yeah, we'll take it. But initially my first thought he was out. I think that a lot of us are very good, and usually that first initial gut feeling is the correct answer. Like, it's like when you meet someone and you have that initial either gut feeling like aura is good, vibe is good, you're a good person. or you meet someone and they're shady kind of vibe, then they usually are shady, So, your intuition is normally correct. The foot might have got in before the tag. Foot might have got in with the tag, maybe. That angle that they just showed looked like the foot got in and then the tag on the back. But we'll see if they do the blocking, the plate too. Give me another camera angle. Up, get out of the way with your fat ass. I got to look at this. He's in the way. He's out. Okay, good call. Good call. That's what I would have called. A lot of times, as fans of a team, that even if it's like, a freebie, they're like, yeah, but karma's real. Karma's a bitch. You don't want to end up being like cheering for something that we didn't really get and then having bad karma moving forward. So good call. I'll take that. We're already up 5-2. And if we end up collapsing and losing when we're up by 3 in the bottom of the ninth, then we deserve to lose. So Dylan Carlson for Logan Gilbert. No. Now that's a big no for me. Not with Marco Gonzalez out for the year and with what we have going with him. He's hot. Dylan Carlson isn't as hot as Logan Gilbert has been lately. It'd be a decent player, but no thanks. Dakota in the building. What's good? Nolan Arenado for Logan Gilbert? Yes. Paul Goldschmidt for Logan Gilbert? Yes. Jordan Walker for Logan Gilbert? Yes. Everyone else? No. Let's go, baby. But also it could happen on the flip side where we make a trade like that and then Logan goes back to being the old Logan and then he doesn't win a game for you the rest of the year. And then what? And then you just got rid of Dylan Carlson for nothing, so. And if Logan Gilbert is already having depression being on the Mariners, what do you think is going to happen if he goes to the Cardinals? He's going to quit baseball. I mean, the team is not good this year. So he's already shaky mentally. I mean, do you really want to bring in a guy that's already shaky mentally with everything that's going on? He finally got back on track. I mean, that would be a terrible place for him to go. Just, I know it's your team, Sarah, but no. Not happening. I mean, I'd be pissed if they do that. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Yeah, lots of rumors. Of course, everyone's going to be wanting Logan now since he's been hot in the last month. But if we want to, be that fringe playoff team, we're going to need Logan Gilbert. We get rid of him, there goes our chances, especially with Marco not coming back for the year. He's out for the rest of the year. So it's like you got Brian Wu, who might be able to get 8 to 10 Ks, but he doesn't get the run support. He's giving up too many home runs, and then sometimes Castillo has an off game. Same thing with Kirby and Miller. We can't afford to get rid of him at this point. And I don't want to get rid of Seawald either. No. Give you the little Mutombo wiggle. No. Not today. No. Rejected. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Runners on the corners. We're not good. And the stats hold up. Bases loaded. We good. Runners on the corners. We bad. All right, Seawald, let's fucking end this shit. What do you say, Tom? Want to end this shit? Yep, he's ready. All right, let's get Seawald to end this. Let's go, Paul. Exactly. And I've been watching this team since fucking 85. I feel I know this team just as good as anybody else that's been watching as long as I have, and then you can also have been watching, from 2000 on and kind of have a good idea of where we're at. But I mean, with all the struggles that we've been having, good, bad, ugly, and the fact that Marco isn't coming back, for the rest of the year, we can't afford to get rid of anybody at this point. You know what I mean? At some point, some of the bats will heat up, and I'd rather have that chemistry and then keep Logan, and then imagine getting rid of him, and then all of a sudden Wu goes down with the injury, or Miller or Kirby. Then what? Then we got to bring up another guy from like AAA and hope he ends up being as good as like a Wu or a Miller. We were already lucky enough to get pretty good production out of Miller and Wu. What are the chances we get another guy that's going to be like them? It's like, I think we just got to, just let it all play out. Yeah, but 4-1 record though this year. He played pretty good. If he wasn't good, he'd be 1-4, 4-1. So but overall, he's not really worth being on the team. But this year in his starts, he was pretty good. Bryce Miller arguably is the most coveted pitcher on the Mariners staff besides George Kirby. All right, let's go, Paul. Exactly. He got run support, but still 4-1. I mean, I got to give him something. He normally has nothing. He's just trash, booty cheeks. You know what I mean? So we got to give Marco at least. I mean, he's not coming back, so it's like the year is done. But at least 4-1. That's something for him, considering who he is. That's all I'm saying. Let's go, Paul. Send the shit. All right, baby. Bottom of the ninth. Seawald with a pitch outside, 1-0 count. Perdomo on the mound. Nah. In the box, baby. This is a good part of their lineup to come back, too. Perdomo, Marte, who obviously has been ripping it and raking, and Corbin Carroll. 1-for-4 with a double in the seventh and a run for Geraldo Perdomo. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Let's go, Seawald. Be electric, my man. Let's go, Paul. Well, losing Pujols and Yachty was big. It's like, Pudge. When Pudge left, you think that they were going to be as good. It's like when you have a Hall of Fame catcher, and you lose that, you're not going to replace it. You can bring in a player, but obviously that experiment did not work. And then Pujols, I mean, we're talking a fucking legend, and all the hype that was around him. The vibe around the Cardinals was so different last year, knowing that it was his, farewell tour. Right there, throw to first. One away. Yeah, but I think Sarah will tell you pitching has been a struggle. Mid relievers have been a struggle. Closers have been a struggle. Hitting has been a struggle. All right, Marte, let's get him out. Pitches inside, 1-0 count. That gets out Marte. Let's get his ass. 1-0 pitch. Popped up, foul, out of play. 1-1 count. Finish him. Fatality. Babality. Animality. Finish him. Outside, 2-1 count. Popped up. Yeah, baby. Good job, Cade. Good defense by Cade Marlowe, baby. 2 away. We'll give him some love. Yeah, no problem. We got Jared Kelenic. Yeah, let's just throw in our 20th rounder, Cade Marlowe, our boy. And then their last opportunity, all-star from Seattle, center fielder Corbin Carroll, the Julio Rodriguez of the Diamondbacks. Let's go. Strike one on him. Let's go. Let's end this shit. Finish him. 0-1 pitch. 287 average, 21 homers, 57 ribbies for Carroll in 2023. Pitches inside, 1-1 count. Paisley misses her daddy. And we'll be live tomorrow at 5. The game starts about an hour and a half earlier Pacific time. So we'll be doing game 2 in the set with Brian. Woo! And we're going to get the dub tomorrow too. Believe that. God, could you imagine Corbin Carroll on the Mariners? Oh, my God. Pitches outside, 3-1 count. But you never know. Maybe we'll get blessed with Ohtani, I know it's a long shot, but again, you could always go to the Dodgers or, the Yankees, but maybe he wants to be able to try to bring a team a championship for the first time. Big Japanese following, too. That's a big part of it. Him and Ichiro are pretty close. So, Ohtani's impact on Seattle would be literally game-changing for not only the Mariners, but the Pacific Northwest. Not saying it's going to happen, but God, if it did, it would change so much up here. It would be like, the second coming of a Ken Griffey Jr. vibe that we haven't had in quite a while. Besides Ichiro when he came in. But Ohtani is just ridiculous. He's like, oh, let me just throw a complete game, throw 8, 9, 10 Ks, and then I'll go and hit 2 homers in the next game in the doubleheader. Who the fuck is doing shit like that? Nobody. His rookie cards and all his memorabilia is going through the roof, just like Aaron Judge's shit last year when he was on the run for 62. Ohtani's shit is through the roof, which it should be, deservedly so. And I'm an idiot. I should have invested in more Ohtani merch when I had the chance when it was cheap. Now the shit is expensive, especially if you get the auto rookies graded, and that's what I would buy. But then you're looking at 5 stacks, 1,000 or more, Stolen base. Christian Walker in the box. Yeah, way back in the day. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. All right, we got this. We got this, baby. Let's go, Seawall. Blow it past him. Game over. Base runner in every inning tonight for the Diamondbacks. 0-2 pitch. Oh, just outside. 1-2 count. And it's a final, but I need to be able to see it myself. Let's go. Let me see it. Got him! Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Let's go! Dance, my brothers. Dance. Yeah, 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 yeah. Final score, Mariners 5, Diamondbacks 2. Dance, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. I love it. Let's go, baby. Nice job. We love it. 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 Good Mariners win. I love it. Even though we got a little bit of a scare there, kind of late. Nice dub. Let's go. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm going to hang out with Paisley now and spend, the rest of my time with her tonight. Twisted Metal is available on Peacock now. If you're wanting to watch Samoa Joe, they got 8 to 10 episodes already on there. Odin Sun let me know about that. I also got Shark Week that I need to watch also. You guys are the best. I love you and I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you to everyone that donated, commented, shared. You guys are the best. I love you and I appreciate you. And again, final score Mariners 5, Diamondbacks 2. Let's fucking go. Big, big, big win for the Mariners. And we're going to win tomorrow with Brian Wu. I will be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time for game number 2 for the Diamondbacks and the Mariners. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.